let's check the audio. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's that.
The audio.
Let's call our dear friend. His name is Dr. Evil. There it is. Dear face. Dear face of der evil. Evil. Let's see. Is there anything interesting in my studio? Why does it give me this white flash? No, it doesn't. Der militante Veganen. Let's see what's going on in the YouTube sphere. DC plane crash. No survivors, say authorities. Unbelievable. What is going on? So many crashes as of late. Space Frontier. I mean, the whole thing, I think there needs to be an overhaul of everything. Elo. 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 Okay. This was very interesting. That's $100 million you just saw crashing. Wow. He had the wheels out, so this was either during takeoff or landing. This is not vertical. This is Air Force. U.S. F-35 jet crashes at Alaskan. It's an air base. Air base. The Air Force doesn't use vertical takeoff. They have the leanest version of the F-35. I think it's called the F-35A. I don't remember. I think the B is the vertical, C is the Navy, which is bigger. I think it's the biggest one. A is probably the smallest and the most battle efficient, like whatever. Oh my God. So there's the pilot. I mean, the F-35 is still new. It's, it's natural that it has issues. These are the guys that probably take care of it. They know this jet probably personally, and they just saw it evaporate. So already here, this is weird. So that means he ejected around here, and the plane kept on going, and then what exactly happened? I'm trying to figure it out. He's already here. What? How could this be? How could he be? He's already here. The pilot is already here as the jet is falling. Really strange. I can't imagine what happened. Windows update. US Air Force gave the most expensive firework. At least the pilot is safe. 13 missed calls from Reaper to pilot? What's a Reaper? Uh, looks like a mechanical failure as pilot ejected pretty quickly. Based on reports, it happens. They will discover the problem. Yeah, the first thing you need to do is ground But I think they already discovered what caused it, and it's something natural somehow, something that can always happen, or something that's so dangerous.
This video just resurfaced, and it sounds like Obama is saying everything that the media attacks Donald Trump for.
Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century.
This video just resurfaced, and it sounds like
Oh my God.
Don't do that. That's not right.
Wait, what happened? Why is that not right?
Don't do that.
Luck or skill? Of course it's skill.
T-minus 10,
Thing is luck.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff. Go Falcon, go Starlink.
I don't understand. At this point, I think Starship can already be used to send up Starlink. It's got a much bigger payload, and we already know how to reuse the booster, and they're throwing the Starship second stage to the garbage each time anyway. So why not? And I mean, they don't have to figure out the landing for the second stage. The second stage is all the second stages that will fail reuse are going to fail reuse either way. This is something I never understood. Why didn't they immediately start using Starship for deployment of stuff? That's what I would have done. First things first. It's you can use the flights for test flights after you do the mission.
this is a Tiger 4x4 armored.
There is a super weird thing about induction cooking, and that's how the pan gets hot. When you cook with gas or standard electric burners, the burners themselves produce heat. And through conduction, convection, and some radiation, that heat gets transferred to the pan. But with induction cooking, the heat gets created inside the pan, bypassing that transfer step entirely. This works because of electromagnetism, which is complicated. But all you really need to understand to get induction cooking is that electricity and magnetism are basically two sides of the same coin. You can use electricity to create a magnetic field, and a magnetic field to create electricity. Straightforward, right? So let's peek inside this little induction burner. Inside is a coil of wire, and when you turn on the unit, electricity runs through that coil, which, remember, electromagnetism creates a magnetic field around the coil. The current coming through the coil.
No, it's the change. It's using the AC, the fact that it's alternating current. So the AC is a very fast change in the electric field, which creates a changing magnetic field, which creates a changing electric field. Anyway, there is a feedback, but you have to start with the fact that it's a changing electric field.
However, is constantly
Right, exactly.
alternating directions, which makes the resulting magnetic field constantly flip back and forth. If nothing magnetic is that close to this coil, nothing happens. You get no heat. But if...
And there's no resistance, so it doesn't use any electricity. This doesn't use electricity. Nothing is happening. If it's not heating up anything, there's no resistance. The pan creates a resistance.
Say a magnetic pan, like carbon steel, is sitting on the glass top of the burner, the magnetic field will interact with the metal in the pan. As the field flips back and forth, it generates electrical currents inside the pan. And as those currents flow through the metal in the pan, they generate heat. Now you have a hot pan to cook your food, just like you would with a gas or standard electric burner. There is a super weird thing about induction cooking.
What's weird?
The surgeon removed a large portion of the man's skull, intending to reattach it later during an emergency brain surgery. After several weeks, his brain had healed and was ready for the piece of his skull to be reattached. But the hospital staff couldn't find it. So instead, they used a synthetic piece, which later became infected, requiring additional surgery. And the hospital still charged him $19,000
That's very cheap.
for the synthetic piece. Now
Oh, just for the piece.
the man is suing the hospital for negligence, seeking compensation.
Mm-hmm.
Let the Lord of the Black Land come forth. Let justice be done upon him.
Did you know China is building an artificial sun that could power the future?
An alien creature suddenly wrapped itself around. This player shattered the camera behind home plate, and that's only our third craziest MLB moment. Because the number 2 after this ball got chopped at third base, and the
They don't have a protection for the camera? Okay, let me see. Al Jazeera New Gaza documentary is crazy. What Candace missed. What is she suggesting? Zelina Gomez is cringe. Cringe. DC plane crash update. 28 bodies recovered. No survivors expected. Jesus. Fatal American Airlines plane crash in the Potomac River. No survivors. Terrible. Bro with Mike. It's hard to find men that commit. It is. Brett Cooper on Andrew Tate. Really? The iced. Okay, let's hear what
What do you think of Andrew Tate?
You know, I think that he's done good. I watch his clips, and I think that he's done a lot for some young men. I think he's an interesting figure. I think he started.
She's insane. Tate is an abusive personality.
A lot of really important conversations. Do I think that he is like a masculine role model? No, I don't. I think partially because I just don't love that lifestyle. And like I look at a man and I don't qualify his masculinity.
He steals from his followers
Because of how rich he is,
He's done multiple rug pulls.
or how fast of a car he has, or how many like high S tier women he's able to get.
Even if it's a Bugatti, though.
Well, yeah, do not care. But, like I would rather you drive a truck or some kind of Bronco, be a normal guy, and have really great values. And like I don't care how many cigars you smoke. And so I think that kind of turns me off. Maybe that's very superficial. But I'm like you're not appealing to me. But I understand that guys like that. And I understand that it's like cool for them and that sort of thing. And maybe you can, I don't know what you think about him, but I know I have guy friends who are like, oh, so cool. Like he's making me feel like empowered.
Yeah.
And he's
It's part of me shocked that people can't see. Like I see in terms of politics. I see.
What? What? No way. Jesus Christ. Holy Jesus, no way. Oh my God. I think sharks grow. Whoa. Kill it. This is so dangerous. Just kill it. Oh my God, Jesus. That comes at you at 95 miles per hour. Oh my God, how do you survive that? The more you tap it, the stronger it becomes. You can just tap it for a while, and it's gonna be. It could solidify in real time if you tap it. As long as you keep tapping it, it's becoming stronger and stronger in real time. Oh, it's Basically, you can print the plastic at home and create the concrete at home and create this vase at home.
Don't move, Steve. This is about a 150-year-old turtle. If you stuck your arm in its mouth, smash it. You want to see him smash something?
Yeah.
Grab that carrot.
I'm not going.
Say this is a fish, right? Fish comes in. He's like, oh, look at that. It's food up there. It goes in there. Boom! Grab that carrot. Bam! That's what I'm talking about, Steve! Don't move, Steve. This is
Do you recognize this painting? Well, what if I were to
What's he been doing? Absolutely nothing. Where are the stones? Somewhere under all this. All I know is he doesn't have them. So we keep it that way. You know, it's a trap, right? Yeah. I don't much care. Good. Just as long as we're all in agreement. Let's kill him properly this time.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. I thought by eliminating half of life, the other half would thrive. But you've shown me that's impossible. And as long as there are those that remember...
So leftists believe that if you kill people, there is more left for everyone else, which is true. But but there's another way. You can just create more. But leftists don't know how to create more. They're always afraid, oh, if we create more, oh no, we're going to run out of everything in the universe. No. So you don't have to kill anyone right now. The universe is available. Anyway, leftists, yeah.
One of the biggest white sharks that we've tagged on OSearch of the entire study.
Where is Evil? Why isn't he coming to help me? Help me, Dr. Evil. Jesus. Oh my God.
Tim?
See what else is new in the Brett Cooper returns #1 on YouTube trending. Why do they look like this? I never intuitively understood atomic orbitals until now.
When I first learned about the atomic structure, life was simple. Electron was orbiting the nucleus, kind of like the planets going around the sun. Everything made sense. But then I entered high school and learned that...
Yeah, that's impossible. For many reasons. That doesn't make any sense. At the end of the day, it's not a particle. This is a wave, and it's waving around. And internally, these are also waves. They're just much higher frequency because they are heavier. 1 second. Let me get rid of that. 1 second. Hold on. One second. Okay. Yeah, let's hear what
This is wrong. A better way to think about it is in terms of quantum numbers. And
what do you mean it's wrong? I mean, you have to argue. Make the argument why it's wrong. Why do you think it's wrong?
Where a few quantum numbers, they had their own rules, and that led to electrons doing this.
Yeah, I never really understood these numbers so much, but it's good that he says it. He brings it up. Magnetic is the M, azimuthal is the L, the spin is the MS. Well, let's hear if he's gonna. Let's hear the explanation.
Orbital thing, 3D structures which have these beautiful shapes, but why do they have these shapes and what exactly are they? Well, none of that made any intuitive sense until now. See, my goal is always to not just understand things, but to try and rediscover them.
I doubt he's gonna explain it as well as I can explain it, but let's hear.
And because I feel that's the best way to learn something. And that's exactly the ambitious goal of this video. So we don't start by pretending we don't know anything about quantum numbers or orbitals or their shapes. And just by using intuition, step by step, let's see how much we can rediscover it together. So if you're ready for this...
Actually, I don't know. Maybe he can explain it better. It's possible.
Begin. since all this comes from Schrodinger's equations, let's talk to Schrodinger. And let's start at the very beginning. Schrodinger, what's the problem with this planetary model? It's so simple, so beautiful. What's the problem with that? And Schrodinger says, Mahesh, it's terrible. It doesn't explain anything. For example, we have a charge that is accelerating as it goes around. And according to electromagnetic wave theory, accelerated charges should lose energy. They should radiate light. And so if it was losing energy, it would spiral into the nucleus. And
that's not exactly. You saw the animation, what he did there. That's not what you'd expect to happen. It's under a constant acceleration. So, I mean, you have to. What you're showing is like these boop, boop, boop. You're showing points where it releases waves, which for symmetric reasons, it has to give out energy at some constant rate. There's no reason for it to create a wave at certain points. So that's an incorrect analogy.
and it would crash into the nucleus within a few nanoseconds. So it doesn't explain why the atom is stable. More importantly, it doesn't explain the atomic spectra. For example, if you heat up hydrogen and look at the light that comes out of it and analyze it, you'll find that it has very specific frequencies. Why? Why those specific frequencies? It doesn't explain that. It also doesn't explain anything about chemistry. So it's just a terrible model. And I'm like, all right, okay, fine. How do we update this model? Well, Schrodinger reminds us that the biggest problem over here is that we're thinking of electrons as tiny balls. And that's not true. We know that they're quantum particles and they have associated wave function with them. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. We've talked about that in our previous videos and stuff. We can think of them as a wave. It's a mathematical wave. Nothing's really going up and down. But what's
It's a mathematical wave. No. That's not true. It's not that statement makes no sense. It's not a mathematical wave that we've spoken about before. No. It's a wave. De Broglie said, since De Broglie offered a theory, he said, since we know photons are both a particle and a wave, therefore the electron and everything else is both a particle and a wave. That was De Broglie's hypothesis. So really it's a wave, but it's a wavelet, right? This is a wave that is it has a beginning and an end. So you could, if you squint your eyes enough, you'll see a particle, but really it's a wave. It's waving through the ether. That's my theory.
What's concrete over here is that the square of the amplitude represents the probability of finding the electron at that particular spot. So just from looking at this diagram, we can say that, hey, there's a very high probability of finding the electron somewhere over here, low probability of finding it over here, and almost zero probability of finding it over here. So that kind of makes sense to me. All right. So okay, Schrodinger, how can we use this and think of a model of the electron with the proton? So how can we model the hydrogen atom over here? And Schrodinger says, okay, so this means we need to think about a wave that is confined in the 3D space, right? And there's a beautiful, powerful analogy where we have a wave that is confined, and that is the wave confined on a stretched string. And I'm like, I understand that, Schrodinger. We know about the waves on a stretched string. If I have a string that is connected at the ends, and if I just pluck it, it's going to produce standing waves. And the beauty about that is that you can't get any frequency you want. The fundamental frequency is where half the wavelength or half the wave fits the string. The next possible frequency is twice of that, when one full wavelength fits the string. And then you can have 1.5 wavelength fitting the string, even higher frequency, and so on and so forth. So I understand that. That's beautiful. So we can see right in front of your eyes, the first thing is that if you confine a wave, we get discrete frequencies are allowed. No frequencies in between are allowed because at those frequencies, waves will just destructively interfere and cancel each other. So we get
So the next thing you can say is, for example, let's take the first frequency, right? The first frequency actually cannot work. Right, so if you try to create a circle out of this shape, you can't, because the angles don't fit. So this you can never have the first, you cannot have this mode if you turn this into a circle, meaning, let's say you have a string, a circular string, like a rubber band. It cannot vibrate this way because, right, you have to attach this to this and the angles don't fit. So you're going to have a discontinuity. You can't. But this you can, right? This angle equals this angle. If you bring this all the way to here, there is a continuity. So it's fine. And again, this one, it creates a discontinuity. So you cannot take this and bring it to here and create a circle, right? But this one you can. Okay. But that's what you could say is waving, theoretically. But it's not a string, right? This is, you can think of the ether as a fluid, as water. Let's imagine water and you have a wave of what? You could think it's a wave of compression. There's a compression wave going around. But that's one option. It could be a compression wave going around, or these are not waves. These are eigenvalues. These are resonances. These are not waves. This is not waving. So really what you should be thinking of, right? This is actually, in order to create this effect, I think what you need to do is have a wave going this way and then coming back. And as it comes back, it perfectly, well, we said this one doesn't work. This one does work, yeah. So you can have a wave going this way and a wave coming back, and they interfere with each other to create this. So this is multiple waves, two waves, I think. I mean, you have to go much slower. He's going too fast. He's just, he's all over the place. He's all over the place. I wouldn't go so fast. I would go much slower. And I would build a computerized version. I would build a computer simulation of what's going on using a fluid. I would say, okay, let's assume there is a fluid. Right? Let's assume there is no vacuum. Everything is a fluid. And there is a positive, this is positive, and something about this is negative. So there is an attractive force somehow. And this has to wave somehow. One wave will be going this way, and the other wave will be going that way. And they're going to create an interference so that we'll get this shape in a circular form. So all that we're going to end up seeing is compression, depression. Like half of it is going to go through compression, depression, and the other half is going to go through depression, compression. And with the maximum compression over here or somewhere, right? There's going to be a location with maximum where this is the maximum, and over here where this is the minimum. But really, there is a wave traveling through of compression and a wave traveling through of compression the other way. And they meet each other, and as two compressions meet, they create this low point. And then they meet here, and this is over it, right? This is moving up and down, which just means the compression, high compression, low compression, or high compression, vacuum, compression, vacuum. And at the center, there's nothing going on here and nothing going on here. These points are always zero. So you should be seeing a point of 0, 0, maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, and over here, minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum of compression. Something like that.
Discrete frequencies when you confine waves. Beautiful, right? Now, sorry to ask an important.
What do you mean beautiful? It's just an analogy. Now you have you have to explain what physically is taking place here. You have to build a computer simulation built from the infrastructure of space, of whatever makes up space according to your theory. In my theory, there is ether. There is an ether fluid here that is experiencing compression and depression, which is all the particles. All the particles are just different waves waving through the ether. What is your theory? What's your explanation for what's going on?
One question. Mahesh, what about their energies? Can you comment on that? And I'm like, yeah, we can comment on that. See, for the fundamental wave, it's vibrating with the lowest frequency, so it's oscillating very slowly, so it has the lowest.
This is terrible. He's already detached from reality. He as soon as he said it's a mathematical wave, that's the end of that discussion. There is no such thing as a mathematical wave. That doesn't make any sense.
Energy. It's oscillating much faster, higher energy, higher and higher energy, and so on and so forth. So the energy increases as we go up. And Schrödinger is like, that's great. That's great for physical waves. But what about mathematical waves? Like, for the probability waves that we're talking about. Remember, nothing is oscillating up.
Mathematical. Nothing is oscillating. All right. If nothing is oscillating. Okay, nothing is oscillating. This is such nonsense. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Down over here. How do we think about energies when it comes to probability waves? I'm like, that's an interesting question.
That's an interesting. That's so dumb. He threw everything to the garbage, and he's talking about a mathematical universe. And now that it's a mathematical universe, well, but how do you have energy? How do you have anything? What? It doesn't mean anything to say it's a mathematical wave. Oh my god, such a waste of time.
How do we think about energies now? Well, Schrödinger says,
and he wears this thing on his head because really he's bald, and he is ashamed of being bald, even though he has a hot wife. Why do you need to wear this thing? Jesus Christ. Why do you care?
Here's the thing. Over here, if this was a probability wave, then we get very low amplitudes over here.
He has a hot wife because he's mega famous. I think that's how he got the wife. He somehow became famous through Khan Academy, and I think that's how he got the wife, maybe. Either way, I mean, he's okay. He's cool. He's a cool guy. I've never seen any issue with him.
Here, so let's probability of finding the electron. Very high probability.
Except for he's always giggling, which is weird. He's always giggling.
We're finding the electron, so we can kind of see the electron is somewhere over here. Now look at this particular wave. We have a node over here. That means the amplitude is 0 in between. So the probability of finding the electron over here is 0. Which means if I were to look at the probability clouds over here, it would look like this. So notice over here, the electrons are much more confined to these two regions compared to over here. And from the uncertainty principle, you know that if you try to confine the electrons and reduce the uncertainty in its position, then its uncertainty momentum increases. And so because of that, you now end up with higher kinetic energy. So you have higher energy because higher uncertainty momenta gives you higher kinetic energy. That's how, if you have a node in the...
Yeah, but he's trying to ignore reality, saying reality doesn't exist, it's mathematical. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what to tell you. This is such a bizarre way to understand the universe. I don't know why they do this. I mean, there's such a simple way to understand everything, and they insist. Yes, Alex, 1991.
Hello.
Hello. How can I serve you? Hello.
Oh, I was just wondering what you have to tell, what you have to say about it.
Excuse me?
Interesting title. You have an interesting title. I was curious what you have to say about it.
Nothing. Do you want to ask questions about it?
I thought that you made it, so you probably have something to say about it.
I mean, I hate vegans. What else is there to say? Vegans will destroy the universe. Vegans probably destroyed every alien civilization. That's why the universe is vegan. Right?
I love that view.
I mean, you look at the universe and it's sterile. Somebody of all the alien civilizations, they all end up self-sterilizing, which is exactly the vegan philosophy, to sterilize the universe, because if they're right, vegans.
Well, I agree with you.
Excuse me?
I also think that veganism is kind of stupid.
It's worse than stupid. I wish it were stupid. It's lethal. Veganism is the mind virus that does destroy all alien civilizations.
Luckily, I'm never going to be vegan.
That's not going to help you. The vegans will destroy our civilization, just like they've destroyed.
Eventually, probably.
Yeah. So you're Christian, non-denominational.
Yeah, since I haven't been Christian for a long time, so I haven't really been. Well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
How do I explain that?
But okay, I'm just reading from your card. You're conservative.
Yeah, I can see you're streaming.
So you're conservative.
So I can see.
Wait, do you?
Yeah, heavily conservative.
Is there a delay between us? Because like every time I speak, you're also speaking. I don't know. Anyway, are you conservative?
Yes.
So you pro Putin?
No, I'm not Russian, so no, not really.
Okay.
Do I sound Russian?
No, you sound Swedish.
Oh no, I'm also not Swedish. I'm Dutch.
I was gonna say Switzerland. Dutch is Switzerland?
No, the Netherlands, Holland. Yeah.
Netherlands? Dutch is
Yes.
Netherlands?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Geert, you have is Geert in your country? Geert Wild or something? Geert? Who's do you know this
Our prime
politician?
minister.
What?
Well, he's not really the prime minister, but the most popular party in the country.
That's in your country?
Uh, if I understood it right, I guess yes.
What's his name?
Geert Wilders.
Yeah, yeah. So you
Yeah,
like
him.
him?
Okay. No, he's a liar.
He's a liar?
Yeah, he's a populist. Like he told everybody he was gonna do stuff, then he changed it to get more votes, and now he actually does nothing.
Okay. But I mean that
He was
happens.
really extreme. I like that. Then he changed it to become less extreme, so people would vote for him, and then he actually almost nothing because the parliament doesn't vote with him, so he can't really do anything.
Okay.
Kind of stupid.
Okay. What would you have done instead of him? Let's say, well, if you ran for politics, what would you have done? What? Why are you laughing?
That's a complicated topic.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. I mean, he is in a complicated situation. Every politician might want something, but when it comes to actually being in politics, it's complicated. So you can't really blame him for
No,
what?
I know that I can't really blame him. I'm blaming the political system of ours.
There's nothing to blame. I mean, but there's no point in blaming. Of course, you cannot blame a system. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe you it's like blaming gravity. You can't. That doesn't make sense to blame. You have to live within reality. Hello, alien ant farm. Anyway, so you're pro-life, Mr. Alex?
Yeah.
What does that mean? So as soon as a boy and a girl have sex, and there is but at what point do you? So you're anti-abortion, right?
Yeah, I am.
At what point? From what point?
As soon as the fetus has a heartbeat and brain activity,
Both?
then I consider it as alive.
A brain activity? How do you measure brain activity?
I don't know. That's not my problem.
What do you mean it's not your
That's for the hospitals
problem?
to do. That's for the hospitals to do, not for me.
What do you mean hospital?
I'm not the doctor.
How do you do you?
Whatever they call that, I don't know.
What do you
I'm
mean
not
you
a teacher
don't?
in English.
Wait. You have a position, but your position is it's. I'm asking you questions about your position, and you're not giving me answers. So
I did give you an answer.
look, you're saying brain activity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you measure brain activity?
I'm not a doctor.
Look, you have. I didn't ask you if you're a doctor. I asked you how, like, you have a proposition that
Yeah.
Okay, how do you measure brain activity? How do you access the fetus to measure the brain activity? How do you
What
do
kind of
that?
device they use for that?
What do you mean device? What do you mean device? How do you measure the brain
Bro,
activity?
how else are you gonna measure that?
What do you? I'm asking. Okay, what device? What device do you use to measure the fetus's brain activity? What device?
Look, what are you kind of trying to get here from me?
I'm asking you a question. You said.
Yeah, I understand, but what's the point in this question?
I'm asking you, how do you measure? What device do you use to measure the brain activity of the fetus?
That's what I told you. I don't know.
Then how do you have a position that the fetus needs to have brain activity? Look, it's a simple question. It's fine. You don't know. As far as I know, there is no way to measure the brain activity of the fetus. I don't think there is a way. I'm not sure. Maybe with an fMRI. That's
Could be.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone has ever done this. Usually they do
Heartbeat.
fMRI. Excuse me?
Heartbeat is measurable.
Heartbeat, yes. That's with ultrasound. They can see the heartbeat. Okay, why? But you know, the heartbeat, it doesn't start in. There's no instant that the heartbeat starts. I mean, it starts slowly. Like it.
Yeah, I know. Would be great if it just randomly starts.
Why do you choose? Why do you choose the heartbeat? Why is the heartbeat? Why do you?
Because that's an essential part of a life, like the most basic thing.
I mean, that's you.
Without it, it's impossible. That's the most simplest.
Without a heartbeat. Okay. But why?
Oh, and it's the first one, I think. Except for the
But you
brain,
agree?
that's the first
You agree that it's an arbitrary decision, right? You're arbitrarily saying when the heartbeat starts, that's when you cannot no longer kill the fetus. Now it's a person. It has personhood, right? You're right. You agree that it's arbitrary. There's nothing.
I don't know what that means.
Arbitrary means you nilly-willy picked heartbeat as the decision when it's a person.
Yes, I guess so.
So you're being pro-life is nilly-willy. It's arbitrary. You're arbitrarily deciding what is life.
Isn't that the scientific definition of life, that it needs both a heartbeat and brain activity or something like that?
I mean, there's no scientific definition of anything. Like when you define something, you define it, and anyone can define anything however they want, as long as you're defining it clearly, so that anyone who communicates with you understands your message. You could claim that life started when life started on Earth, and even it's not clear when life started on Earth. You could claim that life started with the creation of the universe, which also is not clear when that started. Like science would say that life, right? You could argue that there is no such thing as life. There's no difference between life and lifeless. It's all just chemistry and physics. You can't distinguish life versus lifeless in a particle accelerator. They all look the same. It's all just elementary particles from physics, quantum mechanics, and stuff. So, do you understand?
Yes, I do.
You claim to be an ex-atheist, so you're no longer an atheist?
Yes.
So, what changed your mind?
Doesn't make much sense to me.
Atheism doesn't make any sense?
Yeah.
God makes sense?
More, yes.
Okay, what's your definition of God?
What's that question?
What do you look? You don't have to have a discussion with me. I'm not forcing you. You know, you come to
I
Discord
know. Leave if I
usually.
want to.
Yeah, you come to Discord usually to have deep conversations with people and, exchange ideas and stuff. So, like, I'm not forcing you to have this conversation. It's for you. It's for me. I'm curious. Like, it's just fun to argue in a gentleman way. So it's up to you. Like, if you don't want to answer or stuff, it's up to you. Like, if you want to talk about something else, we could talk about something else.
I'd love to talk about something else.
Fine. I went through everything that's on your card. You're welcome to, like, do you believe in conspiracy theories? Do you have
Some, yes.
Okay, tell me your favorite conspiracy theory.
Uh, is it? I don't know if it is a conspiracy theory, though.
Let me hear.
My opinion, it isn't. I don't know.
Let's hear. What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
I can't just explain it. Professional in it.
Tell me the name. Does it have a name?
I don't think so.
So, what do you mean? I'm completely lost. So, what do you want to talk about?
So, Myra.
What?
Oh shit! My phone is being weird.
Excuse me?
My phone is being weird. I don't know.
Okay. Do you want to talk? Okay. Alien, do you want to talk?
Yo.
Hey, Alien, what's up? What's your favorite conspiracy theory of the day?
Of the day?
Of the night? You're a DJ? Are you a DJ?
No, that's a role. That's a role on here.
Okay.
You can access the music bot.
Okay.
My favorite conspiracy.
Mm-hmm. Or whatever
Shit,
you
I
want to.
don't know.
What do you want to talk about? Do you believe in Jesus? Are you do you like? Yeah.
What conspiracy theories do you know?
So
Like I can list them. I can't favorite them. You know what I mean?
I don't believe in any conspiracy theory. There is no conspiracies. There's not a there's
Well,
never been a single conspiracy in the history of the universe. Everything is just, it looks like conspiracies, but there's no conspiracies. I mean, sometimes people conspire, yeah, but that's like not like little things that we probably never heard about. Like there's
well,
no. Go ahead.
What about the JFK assassination?
So the JFK
Apparently, it was his own
assassination.
people.
So the JFK assassination is very similar to every other assassination. It's just a communist who tried to kill the president. Like the rest, just like every other assassination. Like Luigi Mangione, he's a communist. They're all communists. Not necessarily communists, but it's just these are young men or sometimes older, but and sometimes they are communists. Like JFK assassin was a communist. Luigi is a communist. So they, you know, so the JFK assassin, what was his name? Forgot his name. Oswald. So Oswald was a communist, went to Russia, thought that he could be a Russian communist, but it didn't work out. He returned to the U.S. and decided to murder the president. Murdered the president, got away with it. A police officer saw him. He murdered the police officer, and later they got him. And no one talks about the fact that this guy is just a murderer. He was running around just being a murderer, a careless murderer. Like, there's nothing deep about it. Nothing deep. That's it. That's it. Everything is simple. What you see is what you get in this universe. Nothing even interesting. The only thing that's interesting is that people believe in conspiracy theories. People believe that the Jews are running the world, and
That's a good one.
yeah, sure. The Jews are not running the world. The Jews are very productive members of society in the West. There's no Jews in the East. The Jews are a part of the West. The Jews probably helped create um, the scientific revolution, the what do you call it? The industrial revolution, the capitalist revolution. The Jews, basically, you could say, since the Jews showed up at about 1000 AD, Europe has been revived and came out of the Dark Ages. Without the Jews, Europe probably would be as poor as it was in the middle of the Dark Ages at about 1000 AD. The Jews created banking. The West, because of, I think, Christianity destroyed the economy and destroyed the Roman Empire until the Jews showed up. And the Jews created banking and capitalism and were able to revive Europe. In the process, they became very wealthy, and they became the elites, part of the elites, part of the ruling elites. But that's that's what happens when you single-handedly revive Europe and turn Europe into the greatest empire in the history of the planet. When you do it, you can expect to become very rich. But the Jews are not controlling anything. The Jews are just very productive members of society, and they're very good bankers. They're just good bankers. They're just bankers. They're not even good. They're just bankers because of Christianity. Christianity says that Christians cannot lend each other with interest, but Christianity allows for Jews to lend with interest. So Christianity created the Jewish banker, and the Jewish banker evolved from just a Jew into a banker. So it used to be that the Jews were just normal people, normal Europeans. But then they became this mega person. They became a banker. Like, genetically, Europe created a genetic breed of bankers that happened to be the Jews because of religion. And they have a higher IQ, and they're good at certain things because of genetic engineering. Europe genetically engineered the Jews to become bankers and financiers and stuff like that, and scientific. Right? To be a good banker, you need to be realistic. You need to understand realities. Ultimately, they became good scientists. That's how we got Einstein. The Einstein brain was genetically engineered by selective breeding by European Christianity. So it looks weird. The Jews are a weird phenomenon, but it's a side. I mean, that's we can explain the Jew, the evolution of the Jewish banker and the Jewish scientist. We can explain it scientifically using simple Darwinism. So there's no reason to think that there is some conspiracy. It can be explained away scientifically. So that's it. It's really very simple. And there's no Jews in the East. China doesn't have Jews. Why? Because there's no Christianity in China, because interest loaning banking is allowed according to Chinese religion, and the Eastern religions never needed the Jew. And the same goes for Islam. Islam also doesn't allow lending with interest. So the Jews were needed in the Islamic Empire. And again, the Jews serve the same role. Christianity and Islam come from the same place, from Judaism. Judaism is the Bible forbids banking, basically. So everything starts. So the West is because the West is influenced by these laws that forbid usury interest rate. So it worked out that both the Islamic Empire and later the Christian Empire created selectively breeded the Jews to become bankers. But this never happened in China or Japan or the rest of the East. There's no Jews over there. No one needed the Jews. Maybe the Jews arrived in China, but they didn't have any purpose. They didn't have any purpose, so they died out. The Jews can only live in the West, or could in the past only live in the West. Right now, the Jews probably the world doesn't need them, so they're going to die out as a separate, genetic breed. But as long as the world was Christian and Muslim and needed the Jew for banking, so that's how the Jew was created, the Jewish banker. Do you have any questions?
About that? No.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I listen. Especially like they took part in bringing back the like I don't know, the wealth of some place by taking over the banks or something. I don't know, dude. Like it like rang true. So I was just like, yeah, true. And
Yeah.
I went on Instagram.
This is
Yeah,
research.
it's pretty true.
This is the latest research. This is what we know from the latest research. There's actually people that researched the evolution of the Jew, and economists, historians that looked into it. This is their conclusion. This is the latest theory to explain the evolution of the Jew. So we can explain away the Jews theoretically controlling the world scientifically. So there's no Jews never conspired. If there was a conspiracy of Jews to rule the world, we would see them in China. We would see them in the East, but we don't. So it has nothing to do. There's no conspiracy of Jews. There's just a cultivation of Jews by, or used to be, by the West. The West cultivated and created the Jews.
Hello.
Hello, BizBoz. What's up?
Wait, why are vegans evil?
Vegans are evil because every time I talk to a vegan, they're evil. They're just.
Oh, what is evil?
What is evil? Like,
yeah, what does that mean to you?
You talk to a person and he starts personally attacking you for no reason. That's pretty evil. Right?
Oh, okay. I bet, like, to me, if you want to call something evil, it's got to be really bad. It can't just be like casual insults on the internet. That I would rename the channel to "Vegans are mildly obnoxious." Evil is like peeling the skin off a baby like it's a banana. That's evil.
Mhm.
All right. It's a
There's
subjective term, but
right. I mean, there's many reasons why I would say vegans are evil. One of them is they're just, I would say they're evil. They have genetic inclination to be evil, or
ooh,
something
that's a
happened.
truth claim. You got to be careful with those. What's your best reason for why vegans are evil?
He's rage baiting.
What?
He's what?
Rage bait.
Oh, he's just rage baiting the vegans. That's funny.
No, I'm not.
That's
Do
the
you get
only
vegans
reason you
coming
guys
in
will
here?
believe that.
Do you get vegans coming in here being all, I'm not evil. I'm morally good.
No, vegans are never nice. Vegans never say
No.
anything like that. Vegans, I mean, they're always very evil. Just very evil people.
Oh.
Like they would come in, uh, ask me some, logical question,
They
and
say, then they'd be like, I'm gonna crunch you like a cucumber.
no, they don't say that. That would
No.
be
Oh.
no. Vegans are never nice. Vegans, they
That's evil. What I just said.
no, that's not evil.
Threatening to crunch you like a vegetable in my teeth.
That's
Munch you
not.
up.
That's not evil.
That's so evil. Eat you. Eat you alive. Evil.
Yeah, but vegans don't eat humans, so they
Can't argue with that logic.
right. So vegans never. I've never been
He's right.
threatened by a vegan. Um, actually, Vegan Gains threatened to kill me. He said he wants to kill me.
Vegan gangs.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Like there are
debated.
gangs of vegan people roaming the streets.
No, Vegan Gains. Richard Gaines.
Oh, Gaines.
You've never heard
Gotcha.
of Richard
I thought you
Gaines?
said vegan gangs.
Yeah, and then I corrected myself. You've never heard of him? Of the king,
Like,
the king of
yo,
the.
what's up? What set you reppin'? We the Montgomery Avenue carrot munchers.
What's wrong with
You
you?
better stay out of our
Why
territory.
why are you behaving this way?
What do you mean?
I'm having a serious conversation and you're joking, and I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
I
not.
don't think vegans are very serious people.
Okay, I'm not a
I
vegan.
don't think they're very realistic.
Okay, but okay, okay.
Oh, I know you're not vegan.
We can debate the theory of veganism.
Oh, what position would I have to uphold?
No, I'm saying I don't know.
I don't want to debate that. I don't believe in that.
No, but I would claim the theory of veganism is evil. You can defend it. You can.
Yeah, but I don't want to defend that position
No,
because
you can oppose
I
it.
don't believe that.
Exactly. So you can
Oh,
oppose
I mean, I don't want to oppose it either. I don't
You don't have a position if veganism is evil?
Well, I don't think it's evil. I just
good.
I just
We
don't
can
know
then we can
like if you want to really like if you loosely define evil, then you could like define anything as evil. It's not really a good debate topic because it hinges on your definition of evil. And
Mhm.
if we can't agree on what evil is, then we're not going to be able to debate.
Well,
Like
so
I said, evil is peeling the skin off of a baby like a banana, right? And you said evil is like mild personal attacks on the internet.
I mean, I've been attacked. The word mild, I don't know why you added. I've been attacked by vegans, and it's I wouldn't call it mild.
Like
It's
physically?
yes, I've been physically attacked
Been physically attacked by a vegan.
yeah, on the internet. Yes. Yes.
You can't physically attack someone on the internet.
You know
Come
what
on.
physical means?
So why did you ask
Come
me?
on now.
So why did you ask me if it was physical?
Well, because it's not in. I don't know. It kind of depends on your definition of what attack means too. You know, like you can have personal attacks, you can have physical attacks. Personal attacks aren't really attacks. It's more like a way that we describe the words that are being used in that sentence. But like, you couldn't go to a court and say I've been personally attacked, and they'd be like, oh, okay, you're the victim, and who's the perpetrator? And you say, some guy on the internet, and they would say, wait, he just said something at you? And you'd say, yeah, he hurt my fifis. And then they'd say, get out of our courtroom, mister. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really an attack. It's more like a way that we define the nature of the language being used against us, but it's not like really an attack if you think about it. Not like in the colloquial sense.
Okay.
So,
What
I
do you-
mean, it's like what Tyler the Creator said about cyberbullying, right? Like, if you're being cyberbullied, just like turn your head 90 degrees to the side so you're not looking at your computer screen anymore. You'll be safe.
Let me stop
You
you.
know you're
Attack.
yet to substantiate your claim that vegans are evil.
Your audio is terrible. I don't know what you just said. Bizboz, your monologue.
He said you've yet to substantiate your claim that vegan is evil.
Oh, I think I've substantiated it. But Bizboz, let me just ask you. You try to shorten your monologues. So
No.
What do you mean no?
No, thank you.
Okay, then if you go on a monologue, I'll have to mute you. I'm being cordial.
I mean, you just don't like how long I talk.
Can you make an actual argument to defend this claim?
That vegans are evil?
Yeah, that's a baseless assertion at the moment.
It's a baseless assertion at the moment?
Why are you asking me questions of what I mean?
I
Can you
found that
substantiate your claim?
when people repeat exactly what you just said to them word for word, it's usually a stall tactic so they can think of a thing to say back to you.
Yeah, he's yet to formulate an argument at all. He just is rage baiting.
Not that I disagree with you or anything. I really hold no position on.
Bizboz, let me speak a little bit. You're hogging.
Why did you mute Bizboz?
I'm trying to say. I mean, he's not letting me speak. He's like constantly hogging the mic. Bizboz, please shorten your monologues.
Please substantiate your claim.
So, I might choose to do that. I might choose to not do that. So, if you go to my YouTube channel, I've debated this topic numerous times at length. So, that's regarding
So
you.
why are you here discussing the topic if you're not
He's
willing
just here to
present
plug
your-
his YouTube channel.
I'm not going to a YouTube channel. You can substantiate
These
it
have
in a
like
short term.
no views, my guy.
Yeah, it probably has like 3 views.
Free aim.
Him, and him.
The ain. I don't know. Yeah. Let me see ain. Anyway, no, you
Do you know
guys.
how a debate works?
Excuse me?
Do you know how a debate works?
You're loading the question as if there is an answer to this question.
It's yes or no.
No, it's not. You're loading the question.
No, that's not a loaded question. I'm inquiring on your knowledge of how a debate works.
Right.
Kale, what's your question?
I want to know if he knows how a debate works. Like, can he form an argument?
Oh yeah, that's a really simple yes or no question. That's not even nuanced.
As I explained, it assumes there is a way, there is a specific way in which a debate works.
There
Right?
certainly is. There is a debate format that exists.
Well, that's your assertion, and I obviously
I
disagree.
think there are several formats. I mean, you could just look it up and see that that's the case. How could you disagree with that?
I can. Again, you're just asserting. What do you mean look up? That doesn't mean anything.
Asserting? What do you mean asserting? Yeah, I'm asserting that there are several different debate formats. You can just Google that to see that it's true.
What's true?
Why are you disagreeing about the nature of a structured debate? That's like not what your position is. You're supposed to be arguing that veganism is evil. You're not doing that. Now you're just arguing about debate structure.
Yeah, he hasn't really brought this conversation anywhere fruitful at all.
What a waste of time this is.
I wonder what his point is in being so obfuscative.
Get to the point, slave. Why
Yeah,
is it
Mr.
evil?
Can you please make an argument so we can respond to it.
I mean, I am.
Come on, we're bored.
I'm responding to accusations you made. So I refuted
I'm
your.
about to make another accusation if you don't support your claim.
You can do whatever you want. You're a free agent, as they say.
Are you slow? Have you ever been accused of being slow?
Anyway, I am a little bit hungry. So, what do you wanna talk about that I've not yet refuted?
Why is veganism
Well, you
evil?
know, you should know already. We've been asking you the same question for 5 minutes.
It's your room. You made the room to discuss the topic, no?
Yeah,
I'm interested in why you think veganism is evil. Can you please elaborate?
I think I've already explained that.
No,
This
you
guy
have
is-
not.
this
You
guy's
told us to go
carded.
watch a YouTube video. I asked you for a short summary.
So your question is, why is veganism evil, or why are
Why are
vegans?
you asking me, you've heard me ask this question like 10 times, dude.
What's the question?
This is why BizBoz thinks you're slow.
What's
It's
the
true.
question?
I think you're slow.
Nevertheless,
Why is veganism evil?
Why is veganism evil? There's a multitude of arguments I could present.
Pick one. Pick your favorite one. Pick your best reason.
I don't know if I can pick my best, but
Just pick the most convincing reason. Any reason. I don't care anymore. I don't even care if it's a good reason.
There's absolutely no reason to believe that veganism is evil. It actually is a preventative measure away from evil. How about that?
I'm not even a vegan, and this is the dumbest. Just give a reason.
So, Kaylee, would you consider yourself? Would you define yourself as a?
No, you're not about to ask me a
Totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant to your point. Make a point.
I asked you first.
Quit asking people questions. Make a point.
Did your parents drop you on your head?
He's got a dent on his prefrontal lobe.
Yeah, you got a concave brain.
He's a conky.
Come on, man.
Cereal into his bowl head.
All right, look, my brethrens, you're welcome to leave if you're going to be misbehaving.
I want you to make a cogent point. Come on, it's early. I'm drinking my coffee. I want something to think about. Let's go.
Then you need to be
Yo,
nice.
BizBoz, if you make a room, I'll join. This guy's really slow.
I'm not. This guy sucks, man. I'm gonna go to some other channel.
Yeah.
Yo, you suck, dude.
All
Boo.
Boo this man.
All right.
Noob.
All right.
Boo.
Boo.
All right. All right. That was fascinating. Alien, what did you think of those two?
I didn't think anything of them.
Wait, you're black, right?
No.
Okay. So, so we discussed the Jews. What do you think of the Jews? What's your opinion?
You already know. Well, I only said it once. You probably don't remember. The world is a show. They provide entertainment. They pass the time.
Wait, don't mute yourself. Are you talking about the Jews? The Jews provide entertainment?
Yep.
What do you mean by that? Did the Jews provide entertainment? Like, why would you say that? I've never heard anyone. Go ahead.
Because there's something to think about. Like this guy that just left, he said that I'm looking for something to think about. There's something to think about. Like I was thinking, without this world, if I was like thinking, and there's nothing to think about, that would be, you know, what I mean, like
So the
that's
Jews.
what I think happened with God. Like
So
he like
the
woke up, there's nothing there, and
so
then he
the
created everything. And Jews is what he created for
so
entertainment.
so God created the Jews for entertainment.
Yeah.
Let me write it down. Created the Jews to provide us with. I've never heard anything like that. So why is there no Jews in China?
Um, I, I don't know if there's any Jews in China or
There
not.
isn't. What do you mean? There's no Jews in China. There's no
Not
Jews in
one.
India. I mean, I don't know if there's one, but there's plenty of Jews in the West. We've never heard of Jews in the East. It's like half the planet has no Jews. What's going on with that? What's your explanation? If what God doesn't want the
I don't
Chinese?
have a.
hmm So your
I don't know.
theory.
They didn't go over there.
But according to you, God created the Jews for entertainment. Why specifically in certain places? Why not everywhere equivalently, equally?
I'm speaking for myself,
hmm
not for uh, not for you or
What do you mean?
anybody else.
So God created
I
Jews
don't.
for your entertainment?
Yeah.
Okay, so that you're not bored?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your evidence for that?
That's the story that I've heard in my head.
Okay, but
Like the reason for everything.
so you don't have evidence, it's just an assertion.
Yeah, I'm just speaking what I hear.
What do you
Like I
mean?
heard it and then I say it.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense. So you don't
Yes,
believe
it
it?
does. I'm a simple man.
Do you believe it? Do you
Um,
believe it?
believe?
Yeah. Do you agree with it?
Um,
Or you're just repeating it?
well, yeah, I'm just saying what I hear,
Yeah, now
like in my head.
you're repeating yourself. What do you mean in your
Yeah,
head?
I don't think of belief isn't in my stream of thought, like amongst the words that fall into my brain or fall out of my brain, whatever. A belief doesn't come into it. Like, do you believe it? Like I told you what I said. Like that's as far as it goes.
I don't know what that means. Do you want to talk to me about?
You know that you have words in your head.
Not really.
You don't think, because that's what thinking is. It's words in your head.
I don't know what you mean.
Do you have words in your head?
No. Like when I speak, they come out, but I can't
So you,
say.
you don't think before you speak?
Not really.
So in these moments of silence,
hmm
there's nothing in your head. There's nothing going through your head. No words at all.
I don't know if there's words. I don't know. Like you're asking me really great questions. I would have to, think about thinking, which is
Oh,
very difficult. Yeah, but it's a good
do
exercise.
you read?
Like YouTube and social media. Not, I don't read.
So when you read,
hmm
what describe this process to me?
I'm looking here. You can see my screen, so I'm looking at a sentence that I wrote. which is a quote from you. So the world is a show. I'm reading, I'm seeing it, and I'm saying it. And then I'm thinking as I'm saying it. I'm thinking it. I'm
Okay,
imagining.
so I
Hmm.
I know that you're like dragging it out for your show,
No,
but
no,
we
no.
we have words in our head, right? They beam down and they explain the world, and like, or they kind of decorate it with our word. And when it works, we no
Not.
longer need to elaborate on it or anything, like
Wait,
describe it anymore.
wait. So you accuse me of dragging it out from my show?
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything for my show. Why are you laughing? I'm not dragging anything out.
The
Hmm. What? Go ahead.
But yeah, man. So like, it's like a serious thing.
Yeah.
Some people, they have these thoughts beamed into their brain, or like they come out of their brain, whatever the process is. Some, they think of God. They think like, oh, so like I need to wake up at 3 a.m. and read the Bible, or the devil is gonna come and take me away in my sleep. And these are all just lines that fall out or or from their mind.
Hmm.
And in my brain,
Hmm.
these words of decorating time and entertainment and describing this existence as a show, for
Hmm.
me,
Hmm.
that's what's occupied my brain,
I
like, or just have become of it. So that's the
I
only way that I can describe it to you, and I know that it sounds so strange,
yeah. I
but
never.
that's it. That's the way that it is.
Okay. Okay. We have another visitor. Oh, gone.
Short and sweet.
Hello. Hello, Double Heart. Carly, Danny, Mystica, Melancholica, she, her. Trans femme, hard femme boy, Latinx, degen, boy girl, race trickster, she, her spiritualist, cat girl. Strike.
Hi,
Hi,
Mr. Slave. How are you?
I'm
Hi.
okay. You don't sound like a trans. You're a girl.
Oh, thanks.
What do you mean?
I'm trans.
You don't
There's,
sound like a person. You sound subhuman, Mr. Slave.
We are subhuman.
there's no
Son
way
of a bitch.
Carly Danny. Wait, alien, why would you speak this way? Be nice.
I don't know.
No, come on, be
Bro,
nice.
dude,
Dude, what's up?
dude,
Yeah.
you're subhuman, man.
Yo, what's up,
Alien,
guys?
alien, you're making so much noise. What's with the water?
I need to turn off
The mic?
I don't know what to call it.
Hello,
Yeah.
evil. Hello,
No, but it wasn't the mic, but that
hello,
would suffice.
Yo,
Metalogic.
guys, what are you guys talking about?
Uh,
Yo, bro.
we were discussing
Noise suppression.
many things. What do you want to talk about, Metalogic?
Um, anything that interests you.
Are you in high school?
Yeah. Well, that would be classified as high school, yeah.
Do you know how I know?
Oh.
Your picture, it gives the feeling that it's you took it in your high school in one of your classes.
Yeah, I took it in a class, yeah.
Yeah, it gives the vibe of a classroom. Okay, so you're a philosophy spurg. Amazing. Let's talk philosophy. Philosophy is best. I love philosophy. So, what do you want? What's your philosophy? What do you believe in?
Um, I mean, in reference to what?
Like, are you a determinist? Do you believe in the Matrix? PWD when question mark? I don't want to have to mute you, but you're hot miking. So
Yeah, I'm a
metal.
determinist.
Excuse, you're a feminist?
A determinist.
Oh, you're a
That's a
determinist.
feminist.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're a determinist. So you can't accuse anyone of any crime,
Of
right?
course I can.
But he can always defend himself and say that I'm just a bunch of rolling stones down a hill. How can you accuse a bunch of rolling stones down a hill for hitting someone?
That's just hinged upon the presupposition that determinism cannot entail free will. I just ask the argument for that.
Wait, you believe in free will?
Yeah, I think determinism is compatible with free will. That's why the position on determinism I hold to is like a compatibilist view.
How? How can that be?
I,
How can you have free
I just lack
will?
the belief.
What?
I just lack the belief that determinism
What do you mean you
doesn't entail
lack?
free will.
There's nothing to do with
It would
lacking.
just be on the own.
You agree,
Yeah, it would just be on.
but you agree that right a bunch of rolling stones down the hill. Wait, he just left. He just left. So he's a compatible. He just refuses to find the contradiction between free will and determinism. Meta logic. Where did you go?
Did it just come back?
It just kicked me off for some reason.
Oh, okay. So look, determinism and free will on its face is a contradiction, right? You agree with that, right? You would have to.
No, I don't.
Okay, so
Depends how we flesh out free will. How do you define that?
okay, let's start with determinism. Right? Determinism is just everything, just cause and effect. The universe is just a bunch of cause effect. It's just a chain reaction from the Big Bang, let's say, right?
Well, let's put it more formally. I'd say like it's the idea that all events are like causally predetermined. You could say that.
Okay.
Now, if I was going to say
Mm-hmm.
determinism plus free will, which is compatibilism, I'd just suggest that even if our choices are determined, they can still be considered free if they arise from our own internal desires and motivations. So the fact that we have the capacity to act another way doesn't then inherently take our free will away. So you could be determined to do something, however, you could still have the capacity, right, via your internal desires to choose another thing. And so that's how free will and determinism can be compatible.
Okay, hold on. So you just said a mouthful. So let's start over slower. So explain to me free will. What is free will?
Yeah, free will is the capacity to
Mm-hmm.
choose otherwise. So you have like some
Mm-hmm.
uh, the ability to choose otherwise. That's basically it.
I don't know what that means really. Like determinism.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Go ahead. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
so yeah, you have this thing called internal causation, which we would argue that when we talk about our choices, even if our choices are completely caused by our past experiences and brain
Traces.
states, right?
Traces. What's trait? What does that mean?
No, experiences and brain states, right? As long as those states are our own, meaning they are shaped by our values, our beliefs, and our desires, we
Wait.
can
Wait.
still be
No.
considered
No.
to have made a free choice to then choose those things.
No. 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 Wait, that was too fast. Hold on. Let me just reply to someone that's calling me. Um. So free will. Let's go slower through free will. So speak slower and let me stop you because you're going still too fast through this free will. So what is free will?
Okay.
Start over, please.
Free will would just be the capacity
Mm-hmm.
to have like a multiplicity of different options.
Okay. So right, you agree that we are right. You said you're a determinist, which means you can say that a good analogy for what I am just a bunch of rolling stones down the hill. right? You agree with that?
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't agree.
So a good
Um,
analogy, yeah. So
I could give you an analogy of like determinism. Um, you could say like if you take like dominoes for example,
dominoes, yeah.
you could line them all up in a line. You could say that each antecedent uh,
Hmm.
state is going to like have the causal power to then cause the other state to then cause the other state and then to cause the other state.
Sure.
However,
A chain
even if it's
reaction.
causally determined or predetermined in that sense, yeah, it still
Hmm.
has the capacity to be some other way.
How? It's a chain reaction that's predetermined. How could you?
Right. Yeah, it's just built upon it's just built upon the fact of like modal operators. When you're speaking of alethic modality, you have the idea that
Wait,
you could
wait,
be possibly different.
wait. I don't know.
So
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to get through the mechanics. You're going to morality. I just want to understand the.
no, I'm going to modality,
Excuse me.
alethic modality, just
Electric
with modal scope. Yes.
stove.
Well, alethic modality is dealing with possibility and necessity. So you can have like like a predetermined
No,
causal
no,
chain,
no.
right?
These are
Or that possibly
no,
has the
no,
capacity to be different, which then
no.
allows for free will
Hold
by
on.
definition of by
No,
free
no.
will.
Hold. There's no point in you steamrolling me. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand you, and you're talking as I'm trying to stop you in order to understand you. There's no point in talking over me. It doesn't serve a purpose. And he left. So he needs to talk over me. So these people, especially when they're young, they need free will because without free will, you cannot accuse anyone of a crime. There's no crime, therefore there's no punishment. Society falls apart and they know it and they're afraid of it. But they know that science dictates or assumes determinism. So they must be determinists, but they can't, right? They can't lose free will because free will is the basis of morality. So if we lose free will, we don't have morality. Anyone can do anything they want. We can murder each other and not blame each other for the murder. And to him, it's unacceptable. How could we have that? So he compatibilist. It's not that he is a compatibilist. He needs, and he hasn't resolved the contradictions, but he wants to pretend that he has. So he steamrolls me, talks over me, brings up more and more words and more fancy words, but he is not answering basic questions. I'm just determinism is fine. How do you have free will if you have determinism? And he snaps his finger and he says, I don't see the contradiction. But of course, it's literally a contradiction. And to him, it's too painful. What do you think, Carly? What did you think of this interaction?
Oh,
Did you enjoy it?
I mean, it was nice to listen to in the background. Yeah,
What are you doing in the foreground?
I'm editing a GIF.
Awesome. So, Mary, Venerator, No Media, Celestial, Teapotist, Slave of God, Transgender, Neoplatonism. What is a Neoplatonism? What is that?
Neoplatonism. It's
Mm-hmm.
like St. Augustine and stuff.
Wait, you're a Christian?
I'm not sure.
Were you born a boy or a girl? Or you don't want to discuss that?
I was born a boy.
No way. Your voice is. Are you like. Did you take hormone therapy from like a young age?
Uh, no, but thank you.
Your voice is perfect. You get a pass for a girl. Unbelievable.
Aw, thanks.
What, this is your natural voice? With no hormones?
I take hormones, yeah.
Oh, so you're hello, Metal Logic. Let me get back to Metal Logic. Metal Logic, what's up? You keep disappearing.
Sorry, my bad. I had to do something.
No problem. Anyway, so look, this is right. To me, there is a clear contradiction between determinism and free will. So I'm curious how you resolve this contradiction.
It's just based upon your definitions.
What?
So we're going to be arguing whether the definitions are heretical or not.
Whether the definitions are heretical or what?
Veridical.
What is veridical? What does that mean? Veridical?
It's just going to be corresponding to the fact that it exists.
It's a fact that it exists. Of course, I am not following you.
Yeah,
Look,
so definitions are the establishment of the essential characteristics of a thing.
I don't know what you're saying. Like you're
Well,
losing
we'd have
me.
to argue that that thing really exists.
I can't hear what I can barely understand what you're saying. Your audio is you're muffled. You're speaking fast.
It's muffled?
Yeah, your audio is not clear. There's a problem with your audio. It's not the best. So just
so what I was saying is
speak slower. Oh, that's good. Yeah,
it's going
much better.
it's going to be over the definitions of free will.
Okay,
So my definition of free will, I don't know if you agree with it or not.
Mhm.
It would be the capacity to choose otherwise.
But that doesn't make any sense because the universe, right? When you say determinism, that means the universe has only one path. There's only one set of events that's going to transpire in the universe. There is no alternative. Right? The universe is it's a pre-record. It might as well be a pre-recorded movie that's playing itself out. There is no
I don't think that's what
alternative.
determinism is for.
Wait, I mean, if you're saying the universe is deterministic, it entails right a chain reaction.
Right.
That if you replay
So,
you can replay it multiple times. It's always going to be the same movie. So there is no.
right, the problem is I think you have a misconstrued view of determinism.
No, I didn't hear that.
All determinism is saying.
No, you're
is that-
breaking up. You're roboting.
Right.
Please repeat.
All determinism is saying, right, is that all actions are ultimately determined by causes external to the will.
External
Now,
to the world?
It could possibly
Wait, what?
This is how you import free will. It could possibly be different
No, what do you mean external to the world? What does that mean? Never heard of
to
that.
the will. The will.
What is a will? Who's talking about a will? There is no will. What's a will?
Yes, your actions are directed by your will.
No. Determinism
Right.
doesn't.
Your willing
No.
is your desire to do something.
No,
and you carry that out by an action.
Wait, hold
That
on.
action is determined by
Slow
things that
down.
are predetermining that
Stop.
action.
Stop. Don't steamroll me. There's
According
no
to
point.
determinism.
There's no point in you talking as for us to talk simultaneously. I'm trying to stop you to understand you. So don't steamroll me. Okay, so look, determinism has nothing to do with will. Determinism is looking at the world as a chain reaction of events.
Search up determinism definition in the dictionary.
No. I don't care about definitions from any external source. It's now between me and you. We're going to define
The
things.
dictionary. Bro.
Excuse me?
The dictionary. I pulled it up. I'll show you.
Okay, what's your definition of determinism?
Well, it's not my definition.
Fine.
Really, it's just that which is veridical.
I can't understand what you're saying. That which
It's
is
analytical, bro.
analytical?
Your definitions are tautological. Tautology is
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Your audio is muffled, broken up, roboted.
Look, that's the Oxford. That's the Oxford definition. All right.
Okay, the doctrine that all
Yo,
events.
love heart person. Is my mic like breaking up and going robotic and static?
Well, now it's okay. I'll tell you when it's. No.
Was it doing that prior?
Just
At all?
very slightly. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just a bit.
It is.
Okay. Well, I talked to you before, Lufart, Danny.
Just speak
Yeah,
slower.
we've talked.
Metal
Hi.
logic, just speak slower. Just speak slower. And like, you know,
Okay, so
and I'm
determinism is an entailment of the will, right?
yeah.
It's mutually implicative of the will.
Okay.
So
Okay, slow down. Slow down.
you would say that
Let me read your definition. Slow down. The doctrine that
it's not
all
mine.
fine. The definition you're presenting, it's fine. The doctrine that all events, including human action, are ultimately determined by causes regarded as external to the will. No, I don't want to
Yes.
define. No, no. I don't want to define. I don't want to. I don't want to end. I don't want to. I don't want to introduce the word will into my definition of determinism. Determinism has nothing to do with will, right?
Okay,
The
so then
universe.
you would have to argue why that's the case.
Right, you agree that the universe is deterministic, whether there is life in the universe or not, right? You agree with that, right? So nothing to do with will. Hello, Moxie.
I, I would I would
Yo, what's up?
disagree because I think that things have inherent tendencies. So I think things act to an end goal.
I don't know what you're saying. Honestly, I don't know. Like you keep losing me every time you say stuff. Like you're saying really
Right?
weird. I- So
Tendency. You don't know what a tendency is?
I
Like a
don't
Um,
disposition, right?
I don't know. I don't know
it's a
why
disposition.
do you
Yeah.
need to
Okay.
introduce why do you need to introduce these words for determinism is a very simple model of the universe. It's a clockwork universe. The universe as as a clockwork, as a clock. The universe as a
Yeah. So
as a machine.
but your
That's it.
definition of
Hmm.
determinism holds a lot of metaphysical baggage. Because first off,
Hmm.
you're saying determinism has this idea that it's going to be the only way the universe could be formed. There's no other option. But
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
just like vacuous, you know, like because
No.
you'd have to then present a logical contradiction for like let's say we tweak like another universe. We say that like Billy dropped his banana instead of Billy holding his banana and walking down the street. Then you'd have to provide a logical contradiction from dropping his banana, which I don't think
Hold on.
that's even possible.
Hold on. The definition of determinism is, as I said, it's a machine. Looking at the universe as a machine is a soulless machine, as a clock, as a clockwork, as a pre-recorded movie that is played. We click on play, and the movie is playing. It's pre-recorded. The movie cannot change halfway. The movie cannot change its mind. The characters in this movie can never do anything except for what's been pre-recorded, what's been predestined, what's been
Right.
predetermined. That's determinism. If that's not
Could
determinism,
it possibly
mhm,
could it possibly be different?
no, the definition of
What's the
determinism is
what's the
such.
logical
No, there's no
what's the
logic.
logical contradiction?
No, there's no logic. That's just the definition of determinism.
I mean, there is no logic. Logic's going to be that thing, that tool that which we use to allow us to draw conclusions and understand things. Like when
No,
we're talking about elliptic
So
modality,
boring. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored.
if we're speaking about like something being possibly a certain way,
Shut
right?
up.
It's going to entail that it could be like some other way. Like so, if we take a deterministic
no,
universe and we
no.
say that it's not
That's a
possible that it be another
contradiction.
way,
That's a contra.
then
That's a
that's an,
That's a
that's going to entail a
meta
contradiction.
logic. No, meta logic. Look, it's either if it's deterministic, then it's as I defined it. If you don't want to accept this definition, then we don't have a common definition
Yeah,
for
I,
determinism.
but I
Hmm.
asked you to give an account for your definition.
What do you mean give an account? What does
You
that?
didn't. Yeah,
What do you mean?
you
He's asked
explained
you
a
like a
veridical one.
definition or something. That's right.
I gave a
No, I'm
definition.
asking for a definition being veridical. At this point, it's just a
I
mental
don't know what you're
attitude towards the
saying.
subject.
I asked you multiple times. What do you mean by heretical? Vertical?
No, bro, I can't talk to retards. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Oh, so yeah. So as I explained, he doesn't like determinism. He knows the universe is deterministic. It's the only way to understand this universe, but that entails there's no good and evil, there's no morality, there's no free choice, and that is a dagger to his heart. He cannot accept it. So he needs to be a so-called compatibilist. He needs to pretend that there's no contradiction between determinism and free will. For him, there's no contradiction. And he's giving me this word salad that pretends there's no contradiction. And when I told him, what do you mean? There's an obvious contradiction. He says, no, it's just definitions. It's definitions, vertical, schematical. He's introducing all these weird names, and he's introducing will into the definition of determinism. He's anyway. And then, of course, when I explained to him the contradiction, clearly he calls me a retard and leaves, as one always does in a philosophical debate. And this guy he calls himself that he loves philosophy. Philosophy is the best. All right, Moxie, what do you got? What do you want to talk about? Your turn.
I don't. I just I'm here for the show, but
you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You have like weird views on like.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just ask you. Okay, what's your view of moral theory? That you at least prescribe to.
I'm an absolute.
On like what makes an action right.
I'm absolutely amoral.
You can still be amoral and still have at least some belief about it, right? Like
zero. I have zero.
At that point, you're just at that point you just don't care, right? But that's not. You can still have beliefs even if you don't care.
No, I.
Yeah. So like, I obviously, presumably, you can still. It's like still possible for you to sort of like not care to watch a movie yet. Also develop attitudes or at least beliefs about the movie, right? So.
I'm losing you. Like you started clear, and towards the end, you started mumbling.
Here, like I said before, right? I'm just asking whether or not you have a belief.
Yeah, I'm an absolute
on a moral theory.
Yeah, I'm an absolute amoral. I'm absolutely amoral, which means I believe that everyone is amoral. And people pretend to be moral.
But that would be in reference towards a moral standard, right? Presumably like a substantive view, right? But whatever.
You're mumbling. Towards the end of sentences, you start mumbling. So I don't know.
Yeah, okay, here. I said before, hey, I mean, that would require at least a standard that you're at least referencing.
I don't know what you're saying.
Of someone's actions and behaviors.
I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying? I'm sorry. You're word salading.
Wait.
Don't follow. Yeah, go. I'm listening. I'm trying to understand.
Carly, wait, Carly, am I going crazy? Or is this guy like trolling?
I don't think you're going crazy.
Okay.
Why is being vegan evil?
It's just my experience.
Before you guys like.
It's just my experience that vegans, every vegan I've ever encountered, is like Hitler, who was vegan, which is not a coincidence.
I have the same experience as well. That every people who criticize veganism are worse than Mao Zedong.
People that criticize veganism are worse than Mao Zedong?
Yeah, I have the same experience. The same way.
Then you can create your room and make that your proposition, and you can debate people about that.
Yeah, the problem would be that, like, if somebody came in and accused me of wishy-washiness, they would be correct.
Okay, so I noticed that you say "go vegan" in your profile.
No, I don't. I have nothing on my profile.
I'm looking at your profile. No, it's not you. Oh, that's Moxie. Oh, Moxie, you're a vegan.
That's me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, missed that. All right, George. You're cool. You look cool. So.
Thank you.
So what's up? Where is that?
Nothing. I thought that you had something more concrete to say. Veganism equals evil.
I mean, what do you mean more concrete than
Not like, oh my God, it's my experience. Like I met 10 people who were worse than Hitler.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just my experience, right? This universe is just whatever I'll say about this universe is just my experience.
Yeah, and if somebody accuses you of being wishy-washy and having like some sort of, I don't know, shady marketing tactics for other people to join in, then you would not disagree, yeah?
I disagree. Of course, I disagree. Why would I agree?
How would you disagree?
Everything you said, I disagree with. We can go one by one.
Go, start. Or do you disagree?
I don't know. You think it's a marketing ploy to lure people into this room?
Yeah, so probably you could stream them. Probably you're streaming too, yeah?
Of course.
Yeah, so so I got that correctly, huh?
Got what?
That you use like deceptive marketing ways to lure people in so you can stream the debate that you are doing.
But okay, I'm lure. What do you mean lure? I mean the room.
Probably you're
Wait,
probably you're to live
hold on.
streaming to YouTube or Twitch, most likely Twitch.
No, on YouTube. But let me just let me speak a little bit. So look, I obviously I enjoy the conversations. I like debating people. I like the interaction. I like making content. I like while I drive listening to my own shows. I like listening to the conversations. I find them interesting. I find what I have to say interesting. I find what people have to say to be interesting. I'm not interested in creating nilly willy content. Just I'm not interested in white noise. I'm not interested in making noises. I'm interested in intellectual debates. I'm interested in trying to convince you, you trying to convince me, and us trying to figure things out. I'm honestly I'm being honest. There's no ploy. There's no marketing. I mean, you could call anything marketing. I mean, I'm speaking to you right now. I mean, it is that marketing. I want you to stay and talk to me. If you call that marketing, I agree, fine. But I'm just human, like the
And
rest.
yet
Mhm.
you have said everything about where you would disagree with anything that I've said.
I dis. Wait, you're saying I'm not? I didn't disagree with anything you said.
No, I said yet you would basically speak everything, but where and how you disagree with me.
Well, you
And
said
why?
I'm using marketing in order to lure people into my room. It's a marketing
Which
technique.
I was correct, yeah.
Fine. Okay.
So
hmm
why would you disagree there?
I said if you want to call whatever I described, if you want to call that marketing, then I said that I'm just being human.
No, I didn't say marketing. I didn't
Okay.
say marketing. I love
Mhm.
specificity, right?
What do you
I'm a
mean?
very specific person.
Okay.
I said shady marketing.
Okay, I'm being completely transparent. Everybody, like I'm being transparent. There's nothing shady. Everything is transparent. All my live streams are available in my YouTube channel. I usually don't take videos down. I usually don't edit. What you see is what
I'm
you
pretty
get.
sure that Nvidia would say the same thing as well, and they would be correct, although they're still shady marketing.
I don't know. Like I honestly don't know. So
This means that you basically addressed everything but the shadiness part.
I'm saying I don't know. Look,
You
instead
didn't
of
even ask me like why I thought that your marketing was shady.
I'm honestly
And like you haven't even presented why it would not be shady.
okay. Look, I'm honestly
Instead, you
not
spoke everything but that.
okay. Okay, listen, I'm not really interested in an interrogation, which is when you ask questions about me and I answer, or we discuss me. That's an
It seems that you are. It seems
well.
that you are, but you're not interested in specifically answering those questions. You're answering all the questions that I haven't asked. So
Look,
yes, you are interested.
Look, I'm not. So, like, would
If
you
you
like?
were not interested, then you would have responded the same way that you just responded now. Instead, you gave me a 10-minute answer to a question that I did not ask.
Okay, so
again, shady marketing. We were here.
okay, look, I don't care. Honestly, like, do you want to talk about something like veganism?
Now that you're cornered, now you don't care. Is that how YouTube streamers run away from the debate?
Okay, stop with the.
Okay.
All right, let's.
Have it yours. Have it your way.
All right.
I'm not gonna force you into a conversation you don't want to have.
Okay,
Well, it's because they're ugly pussies who, spineless, right? Wouldn't I mean, if you were an ugly pussy, wouldn't you also be shit scared of conflict?
What's going on? Okay, George, you want?
Good question.
Okay, George, do you want to debate me on something?
What topic?
Yeah, let's
PWD.
address the fact that ugly pussies are incredibly frightful and spineless.
Hey,
and also they happen to be YouTubers as well, more often than not.
Okay, what's
More
going?
often than not, they tend to be YouTubers.
All right. What's going on? Does anybody want to debate
We're
me?
taking a shit on you.
Okay, so I'm gonna start muting people.
Scott is Minecraft, a perfect example.
Agreed. He is.
Andy Worski, Sean and Jen. Oh, Sargon of Akkad. He's a perfect example. Fat, ugly pussy. That's
Okay, I'm gonna mute people unless you debate me. We're here to debate me, or I'll mute you. So George and PWD, I'll unmute you, but you have to talk to me. If you continue talking to each other, I'll mute you and you can leave. So it's up to you. I'm unmuting you, but I'm waiting to debate you. No more cross talking.
You see,
please.
he's a pussy which hides behind his mute powers.
yeah.
Just
I'll
because you created the room.
put a proposition forward.
Go ahead.
Mr. Slave.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Slave is subhuman. Proposition. All right. There you go.
Okay,
That's-
so
I think
we can debate any topic that is not me. How about that? We can debate anything in the
No.
universe.
What? But wouldn't that your beliefs be? Wait, wouldn't your beliefs be at least about you, or at least referencing you?
No.
Of some kind.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, dude.
No.
No.
No, you're not allowed to
You
reference.
don't hold the view that vegan equals like evil, or
I can defend the proposition vegan equals evil.
yeah, but you hold that view, right? You hold that.
I can.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, no, your position is so so the position that you inherently occupy,
Not
being
necessarily. I represent
an ugly, condescending pussy, right? That is tantamount to your opinion.
Okay.
So
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna start muting people
Okay.
if you misbehave. No more
Wait,
misbehave.
why don't you go ahead and do that, subhuman?
Okay.
Oh, I see. I just commanded you there.
Okay. Anyway, does anyone want to debate me about anything in the universe that is not me? I don't debate me. I debate the universe. Vegans, veganism, and such. Moxie, do you want to continue talking whatever we were talking about?
I mean, look, I would just be honest. Like, I think what your view is, I don't. That at least you at least need to appeal to like at least a standard, right? You're saying that someone is acting wrongly.
Excuse me. What?
And
wrongly?
Yeah, you said that most people have the view that you have the view that most people are amoral.
No, everyone is amoral. Absolutely
Sorry.
everyone. Mhm.
Okay, the set of all people are immoral or amoral. And
I didn't say people.
Okay, that was.
I said everyone. That includes dogs, cats, amoebas, rocks.
Okay, the set of all living things. The
Yes.
set of all living things.
There is no
are
morality in the universe.
immoral.
Right? I'm the opposite of the
Sure.
moral realist.
Okay. Okay, so the set of all living things
Not living.
are
Why living?
immoral.
No, there is no morality.
I don't know it.
Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Just I don't know what that set might be referring to, but it refers to something. I don't know. I don't know what that might be, but are all immoral. Cool. Now that just means that they're acting in a way.
Let me answer
You're
a phone call.
no,
Let me answer a phone call.
Stop. I have
Let
not
me
even
answer. I need to
expressed
answer
the
a
thing
phone.
I actually want to ask you.
Oh,
Oh, you're getting a phone call.
Yeah, I wanted to get it. You didn't let me answer it in time. Let me try and call them back. Give me a second.
Not cool, bro. You missed his phone call because you were talking over him. You didn't let him answer that phone.
Okay, shut the fuck up. It was just
Let's hope that they answer. If they don't pick up, that's on you.
Yeah, you should
That's
feel
on
very
you.
bad. You
I should be
feel
blamed.
Yeah, you should feel very bad. You're guilty of a heinous crime against humanity.
Why do you sound like Matthew Edelstein? Holy shit.
Wait, he does. Matthew Edelstein?
Wait, who's Matthew Edelstein? Could you link me that? Because not
come
him.
on.
I'm dead serious. I
Yeah,
don't know who that is.
sure. He has a channel called Deliberation Under Ideal Conditions. He talks about, I guess, theism, utilitarianism, effective altruism and stuff. So he's a kind of cool person.
Is he a
to talk
vegan?
to.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, he's a vegan.
Oh, interesting. I think
Look at the
I
side
think
chat.
I've heard of him, but I just haven't heard of him recently. Interesting.
He's debated a few people. Remember, I think he's talked to AY about whether it's rational to eat shit or not. Something stupid like that.
Okay.
He talked to Michael Huemer. He recently, a couple
I'm back.
weeks, months ago, debated T-Jump about God.
Let me stop you guys. I'm sorry. I'm back. So let's continue if you don't mind. I'm sorry to interrupt you if you don't mind.
In the side chat, you can look at that. But yeah,
yes, sir.
Okay, sure. Like I said before, well, no. That's I'm talking to reference point. But no. Now I'm talking to you.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said before, I mean, amoral would imply that you've done something wrong.
No fucking way.
I
would at least.
I don't define right and wrong. To me, morality. Are you laughing?
No, I'm laughing because it's just like immoral is usually it's not converting to some acceptable standard of morality. I'm saying, well, look, what are you like at least referring to if they've done something something wrong?
I asked you if you're laughing. So if you're laughing,
yes, I said I'm laughing because it's like it's kind of silly that you're not acknowledging that like
I didn't
that
ask
at least like the clear implication that like there is at least something that's referencing when you say that something's like immoral.
I didn't ask you why you're laughing. I just asked you if you're laughing. If the answer is you were laughing, then I would ask you to not laugh while I'm speaking. Like you're basically interrupting me. I didn't interrupt you. So
I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying like I'm saying like the thing that I'm asking you to at least like it's just like an easy answer, right? Are you at least referencing some standard there when you say that something is, that or believe has done a wrongdoing?
No, there is no such thing. I don't define right and wrong.
Okay, cool. And you acknowledge that when people say, hey, X is immoral, or an H is doing or thinking something that they know or believe to be wrong, do you think that they're using it to imply at least some moral standard there? When people use that term.
Look, so morality, you can analyze it scientifically as a scientific phenomenon. So is there a scientific phenomenon known as morality? You could say there is a scientific phenomenon that in humans and animal civilization and societies, usually there arises this word or the set of behaviors that we could classify as morality scientifically. Sure, that exists. But that morality evolved side by side with the rest of nature. It's just a part of nature. There's no good and you can't judge it. It's just an evolution. It's just part of evolution. You're not gonna judge me for having 5 fingers. Therefore, you cannot judge the Nazis or a rapist. You can't judge unless you're judging them legally. Legally, you can judge anyone, but you.
Cool.
Mhm.
So I don't think this answers the thing, and I'm sorry if I'm a little bit impatient, but I think you're either you're not understanding what I'm saying, or you're intently like not willing to answer. But I'm gonna assume to be charitable that maybe you didn't understand what I was saying, right?
So let me stop
what I
you.
was communicating is,
Let me
hey,
stop you. If you don't assume good faith, then you can leave right now. So
well, maybe the weird way of phrasing it, but yeah, I think I've been very much good faith, so I'm not
no, I'm not
doing
saying.
it right now
I
or something.
agree
It's
that
just been something
I'm
that
not
presented.
blaming. I'm not saying you're not good faith. I'm saying if you're not going to assume I'm good faith, then you can leave right now.
No. I'm saying, no. I'm saying I've been good faith. And I'm gonna think whoever I'm speaking to is also gonna be good faith,
Okay.
and you so happen to be the person who's speaking to me.
Okay.
So, and part of that would be like, hey, you probably are not doing this. Maybe I'm suspicious that you probably are, but I'm gonna take that suspicion away. I'm
Okay.
gonna assume a better version of you, right? So
Okay.
I'm saying, hey, you probably don't know what I'm saying, and that's why you haven't answered my question.
Okay.
And the question now being asked, which I'm going to try to reformulate it in a way that maybe will make sense, is okay. Well, okay. Do you think, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were to observe people say towards other agents, hey, you are immoral for X, Y, and Z. Do you think the person who's observing this, who's calling other people immoral,
Mm-hmm.
or at least referencing some standard there?
Yes, but I said it's just a scientific.
Wait, yes? Okay, perfect. That's it. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know that, like, maybe you're not. Maybe for some strange reason, when you say something immoral, I don't know what.
You're misbehaving. You cut me off. So if you do that again, I'm gonna lock you out of the room. You're making me very upset. Don't do that again. Last warning. Yes, Moxie.
Okay. I was saying, like, I think the conversation is done. I guess, because it seems like maybe you have a different usage of what immoral is, and I want to talk to most people, right? Because that's what I want. When I try communicating with language, I want to talk to at least scope of wide amount of people there. So maybe that's how you're using it. If you're like stipulating a definition or something, cool. I don't care. And not in a dismissive way, but I'm saying like I can acknowledge that like what you're saying is probably just going to be trivial, given your probably stipulated definition. But I'm saying like in a non-stipulated way, a definition for what immoral is. Most people are using the term. I think that they are already referencing some moral standard there. So if you think the proposition that like anything, I don't know what the step might be. You haven't specified, but it seems about anything at this point, I don't know, is immoral, and you're using it as a way to show that like I don't know, there isn't like a standard there. Well, given how most people are using the term, it's like already implies a standard there. They're just bad people. That's it. So it doesn't really show like it necessarily follows that either like air theory is true or like I don't know, there isn't like a specific moral theory.
Okay, let me
Whatever
let me
approach you want
let
to take
me
it to be like a metaphysical question, maybe like an
okay.
ordered question or something. I don't know.
Okay, let me just ask you, please refrain from monologues. We're trying to have a conversation, and I right now I'm very upset. So let's restart the conversation. What was the
Why?
What do you mean why? Why am I upset?
Yeah.
Because Moxie cut me off mid-sentence. I said yes, and Moxie wants to reinterpret what I have to say. And, basically,
Way to go, Moxie.
yeah, very
Yet
That's
again.
true.
Yeah. So, look,
But
Moxie.
like I said before, I think the conversation's done. I think I'm
Moxie,
Oh, give him a break.
well, I asked Moxie to refrain from monologues. I think I did it with Moxie. Moxie, please refrain from monologuing. If you feel the conversation is done, you can leave now. But if you want to continue the conversation, I'll gladly continue. I don't even think we started the conversation. So I'm going to unmute you, and please stop hogging the mic. That's good. No, I mean, you can stay and talk. I mean, I'm interested in the conversation. If you're going to quit the conversation, that's very upsetting. So, are you going to talk?
yeah, I'm willing to talk, but then at the same time, as you're saying to not hog the mic, so that'd be like that implies that I shouldn't be speaking right now, or I don't know. You're giving me like conflicting, I don't know, commands or something, but
So,
whatever.
okay.
Um,
So you said the conversation is done, right?
I said that the conversation was done because I think I showed that the line of reasoning there for, I don't know, maybe your metaphysical view or your normative view,
Okay,
it
one second,
doesn't
Moxie.
show that that's
Moxie, please stop with all these long words. I don't speak Discord, so no more long words. What do
I
you
don't know what
feel?
long words you're referencing.
Just okay. Do you think we have a
The
disagreement on?
words that are long.
Yeah. Do you think we have a disagreement on anything? Yes or no? Let's start with yes or no's, like simple. Do you think we
I
disagree on anything?
um
Yes or no?
on everything. Well, that's a little bit broad, but
Anything.
if you're
Moxie,
referencing the topic,
no more monologue. Just give me a yes or no, because you just go on endless monologue.
I can give you sure. I'll give you a yes or
Do you
no and then
feel
explain the reason.
Moxie? Stop, Moxie, stop. Do
So
you feel? Hold on. So, do you feel, Moxie, that me and you have a disagreement on anything? Yes or no?
yes, I think there is possible disagreement.
Okay. What do you think me and you might disagree on?
I mean, agree on a lot of things.
No, just
Precisely on your moral views
okay. Good. My moral views. Fantastic. Go on. What do you think my
or the absence
position?
of moral views
Excuse me?
or the absence. Maybe I should add
Yes.
it there. The absence
Fantastic.
of moral views.
Fantastic. Okay. So, what do you think is my position versus your position? Please, in very short form. No monologue. Just like a micro sentence.
Again, I don't know what your view is. I know that you
You don't
notice where it
hold on.
said
Wait.
notice where it said
No, wait.
sorry.
No,
Okay.
hold on. Look,
I
I
guess you don't
gave
want me to
you
speak. That's fine. Whatever.
Moxie, I gave you plenty of time to give your monologues, and now no more monologues. I'm going to cut you off in order to understand your position, because you said something very you said and have done multiple things to make me very upset. So I want to be I need now to pin you down. I gave you leeway, and you you said the conversation is over, and that made me very upset on top of cutting me off. So now I want to pin you down, because I think I said I'm going to assume your good faith. Now I'm not going to assume your good faith. I'm now claiming your bad faith, and I'm going to pin you down and demonstrate you being bad faith. So I'm going to cut you off in order to do this. Okay, so you're saying we might be having a disagreement. Yes?
Nope.
Okay. Go on.
Go on what?
I don't know. Well, we don't have a disagree. We
I would.
agree.
You're just saying go on. What exactly?
Do we
Like,
agree
what
or
is the question?
do we agree or disagree on morality versus amorality, whatever?
Yeah, well, immorality. I'm not sure. You have to
You
like
said
clarify.
okay. You said the conversation is done. Verse about morality, right?
Could I elaborate, right, to explain why I said that, right? Maybe that would help you. So I said, given that the conversation that I had with you, that it's on recording,
No,
where
hold on.
I
Hold
was
on. No.
stop me. Okay,
No,
Jesus Christ.
You gave this monologue. I'm not gonna allow you any more endless monologues.
You asked me. You literally asked me to speak. I'm confused.
Okay. So I gave you plenty of opportunities to monologue, and
how is this monologue?
Okay, look, let's do it like my way now, ping pong. So we're gonna do it with short sentences. So do we or do we not have a disagreement on morality versus amorality? What's your position?
I'm not sure.
Okay, when you said the conversation is done, why did you say that?
I wish I could go more in detail, but I can't.
I mean, right, a person says the conversation is done because you came to a conclusion. I'm assuming
That's right. That's correct.
Right. Okay, I'm assuming the conclusion was that there is no disagreement between us. You came to this
Nope.
conclusion. No? So there is a disagreement?
Nope. That's the way. Sorry, I asked exactly. Can I elaborate, or just where you cut me off?
Proceed.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can. I'll
So
cut
I
you
said
off
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I exactly what I said. It was, your line of reasoning doesn't entail the things you were saying. That's it. So I was correct.
My line of reasoning doesn't entail what? Doesn't entail what?
With your stance.
Okay. So I'm saying there is no morality in this universe. What there is,
And the thing that you
let me
appealed to was that
finish.
there are people who
You
are
always
immoral
you
or bad people.
no. You always cut me off when I want to present my position for some bizarre reason. So stop doing that. So there is no morality in this universe. There's no morality sewn into the fabric of reality. However, you could say that there is something that you could qualify or as a scientific phenomenon that we could scientifically define as morality. And that morality, wait, why are you typing? I'm speaking to you right now. Why are you typing? If you want, you can stop me. But
No, is it keep in
No.
mind, this is gonna be like counted as an interruption, like interruption, right? So like
No.
obviously I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Why are you?
I can't even type. I can't even type.
Why are you laughing?
If you're typing, you're
Because
not
I'm
listening.
saying I find it like absurd your demands
You're
or
listening to your
standards
own
here,
thought.
where I can't go on short on like at least clarifying in detail. And
Moxie,
if I were to cut you off,
Moxie,
that will be
Moxie,
something that I get muted.
Moxie,
You did the thing there,
Moxie,
and I can't even type now.
Moxie. Look, so you can leave if you're not interested in this debate. You can leave because I feel
Never
you're.
said I was not interested.
Look, you did say you said the conversation is over. So
Oh, that's true. I think I won. I think I proved your reasoning there that entails like either whatever metaphysical standard you're appealing to, maybe air theory or just anti-realism broadly.
We're done. So I gave Mr. Moxie plenty of opportunities.
Moxie, if you're typing what you're thinking, you're not listening.
Yeah.
And in order for a conversation to happen, you have to be listening to the other person.
Yeah. Yeah. So Moxie, Moxie obviously is a vegan, and vegans are obviously evil. Okay, Moxie, I'm locking you out of this room. We're done.
What did Moxie do?
I mean, Moxie, do you know Moxie?
No.
So, like, I'm trying to. I mean, Moxie is a vegan, so obviously he has to be evil. Cannot go through, a day without being evil, without inflicting harm to everyone around. So Moxie is a moral realist, nothing less than a moral realist. And when I claim that I am absolutely amoral, Moxie claims there's no difference between us, and the conversation is over. And as I'm trying to debate Moxie, he cuts me off, talks over me, monologues, and then I mute him, and he types in the chat as I'm speaking. So anyway, very nasty individual, as all vegans are. Vegans are just very evil people, very evil. Like, you would think that it's possible to have a debate with a vegan. You would think that vegans are not evil, but no. Every time, vegans have to be evil.
Well, you you demonstrated quite the interesting thing right there, because as I was listening, I was like, wait a second, because I had to pop in and pop out, so I didn't hear all of it from each position, so I don't want to like straw man or anything like that. But from what I overheard, okay, from the back and forth there, that and what you said when you laid it out, and I assume you might be recording it. I don't know. Point is this, that when when you say there's no morality within the universe, and then there's no difference between someone who's supposedly a moral realist, at least on the little tag here, anyone could easily just lie, right? But and they're trying to say that morals are real and appealing to that, but they aren't actually appealing to moral realism, and they're actually appealing to basically your position in regards to saying that there isn't actually any morals.
Exactly.
So they're just basically being dishonest to themselves, let alone to.
They're not to them. No, it's a vegan. It's vegans. Vegans are just dishonest.
Oh well.
Vegans have, I think it's genetic or something inherently evil. No, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that Hitler was a vegan.
I get that.
Hitler was a vegan. All vegans are Hitlers. They're little Hitlers. They're evil. They just want to be evil. They just found a way to be evil. And that's veganism. And that's why everyone hates vegans. It's not a coincidence. It's just evil, very evil people who just want to act out their evilness. Nothing more. They're not.
Yeah.
They're literally dishonest. I mean,
yeah, you should invite a bunch of vegans and then like change the room title to say veganism is good, and then run your little like script, and then turn on your camera while eating a steak.
Yeah. No, I mean, literally everyone hates
it would
vegans.
cause them to have such mental anguish.
No, but your analysis is so on point. I mean, the guy says that my position is he calls my position trivially true. So he agrees with my position, yet he calls himself a moral realist, which is the absolute opposite of my position. It's like,
that's why I was like, wait a second. When you started calling him dishonest and stuff, and like I'm gonna accuse you accused him of being like not in good faith. I was like, well, yeah, he was. There was three reasoning, the psychological reasoning that I just immediately checked off the list here. One, the person was like mentally unwell and unstable. So that's already a little checklist right there. So number 2 was basically saying what you said, like the trivially true thing. I didn't hear that part, but
Yeah, he said it.
but if it's on recording, then
Yeah,
whatever,
it's
just
recorded,
go to the timestamp.
obviously. Yeah.
But yeah, okay, great. So you can just go to the timestamp, and um, so you can just refer back to the recording.
Yeah.
Point is that and that's funny. That's just demonstrating the hypocrisy and dishonesty of basically anyone who's like trying to promote veganism.
Exactly.
It's basically sacrificing yourself, but not even for any supposed greater good.
Exactly.
It's more so because humans are evil,
Yeah.
and any type of animal suffering is more valuable based on my own empathetic.
Yeah.
It's basically appealing to empathy.
Yeah.
And then anyone who disagrees is obviously a psychopath or some type of narcissist because they've
Yeah.
probably been abused in their own home or something. And it's like, well, sure, I have my sympathies in regards to someone who's been abused, but like, do you have to like basically project that onto other people and thereby result in causing more disarray, harm into the wider society by saying, well, you gotta not stop eating them animals. And it's like, well, if you ever did any type of farming, which of course none of these fools have done any such thing, you would realize that you have to kill gophers, grasshoppers, you'd have to kill locusts,
They
you have to kill
know.
so many different types of insects.
They know.
Of course, I know, but it's like you have to kill so many
Look,
just to have your little soy farm,
these
and
people,
it's ridiculous.
these people are packed with internal contradictions to such an extent that you cannot debate them. You see, you try to be as nice as possible. You can't. You try to debate them, like have the minimal debate. It is impossible with them because they know that if you have a minimal debate, of course you demonstrate their internal contradictions, and they don't want that. They want to pretend as if they are purely logical, with their infinitely long words. Like they invent new language, the language of discord, with all these endless word salad manipulations, as if they're saying something. They're just trying to obfuscate their internal contradictions. And when you're trying to nail them down, they hog the mic. They don't let you finish. They say, "Oh, blah, 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 the conversation is over. What you're saying is trivially correct." Okay. As you said it so correctly.
If it's trivially true, hold on. Yeah. If it's trivially true, then that means that anything that's trivially true, aka like say I think therefore I am, and like, oh, those are trivially true. Oh, okay. So every time I appeal to some type of statement that is in like basically what you would call self-evident, then that means that any type of statement that I can then make in regards to that self-evident statement in regards to that logic, and that means that you just agreed with the position that there's no morals within the universe, and that means that you're an amoral,
exactly,
basically a sycophant that wants to push their in a sense religion onto other people, try to convert them to all humans need to die, and all humans are evil. And when you actually run the script of saying there's no such thing as morality within the entirety of the universe, and they basically go and agree with you, and it's like, you see how wrong you are. You just hold up a mirror. It's so funny to watch.
Oh
you see this? This is the reflection of you. You're scaly. Your skin is basically sloughing off, and you're telling me that eating meat is bad when I'm like having way healthier diet than you, and I eat trash, bro. Like, what is this? Okay, and it's not just a one-up, like, oh yeah, I feel better than you, I'm more superior than you because I eat them animals, right? No, it's more so about this. It's about the nutrient density for the amount of work that you gain, right? So like farming takes, because of industrialization and stuff, a lot of people's perceptions have changed, but before industrialization.
We don't need to go into the health. I usually don't. I skip the health. No, but what is interesting?
Oh yeah, I know.
I'll tell you what I just thought of that they keep claiming that it's healthier to be vegan. So let me ask you, what if it were, what if, so they agree, um, they're saying we don't need to eat meat to survive. So that entails that if we can prove, let's say we proved that we do need to eat meat, then they agree that that what? We need to die or we can eat animals? Which is it? Right? Because their entire veganism depends on that we don't need, right, to eat meat. So what if we assumed, hypothetically, that we do need to eat meat to survive? So according to them, it's murder. So we need to die. According to them, we need to die out if it's true.
Oh yeah, you should look into people and the different types of like leaders, advocates, and things like that. You see their philosophy, okay, like their views and their philosophical views and stuff, and you're gonna start laughing at yourself and basically how right you are because when you look into them and older movements and stuff like that, it's basically here's some, you just look up, like I know it's quote mining, but who cares, right? But you look at it because it's their the encapsulated view. You know, it's like a nice little couple paragraphs. You're like, okay, that's kind of their view, right? So you don't have to read their 40 books, right? But some of the vegan leaders and certain advocates are like, humanity needs to go extinct. There's too many. There's overpopulation problems. There's like all you see, like it's like, wait, what? You start realizing like these people are just so mentally unwell.
No, it's not
It's kind of
mentally.
sad. They need some more meat
It's
in their
not.
diet.
It's these people are just pure evil. It's
Oh
not.
well,
It's not.
you could say that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, these people are literally the worst. This guy Moxie. I mean, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but I mean, in real time, unbelievable. Like I couldn't believe it, and therefore the conversation is done. It's like he monologued, asked me a question, cut me off, and blah blah blah. The conversation is done. What you're saying is trivially correct. Like what I'm saying is trivially correct. What are you saying? That there's no that look, it's either amoral is correct or moral realism is correct. You can't say that I'm being trivially correct, but you're a moral realist. Which is it? What are you gonna have? Yeah, these people are terrible, and they're impossible to talk to. They don't. He doesn't. They don't want to have a conversation. Anyway, okay. Who wants to talk? Who's next here? Wait, reference point was I just?
Fortnite, Fortnite.
What do you mean? Anyway, reference point. So I see you're a Jesus follower, ecumenist, ex-atheist, PNR cash debater. What's a cash debater? You
I wish
debate
I
for
had
cash?
an ex-anti-theist role. I used to be an anti-theist.
Okay, and then you became
Oh.
Jesus? You became Christian?
Yeah. Yeah.
Infinitist? What's an infinitist?
That's just a troll tag. Don't worry about that one.
Okay. All right. So you're a solipsist?
In some ways, yes.
What
In
does
some
that?
ways, no.
What does that mean? You're wait. Okay. So you don't have a position on solipsism? What?
No, I do have a position on solipsism. I think that when you appeal to the mind
Mhm.
and you inherit certain generic properties, our highest level identity would just be God. So that means that we are an aspect of God or an image of God.
Wait.
So-
Wait. Okay. Repeat. What?
God is our highest level of identity. So that means that we
God
are
is our highest level
because
of
of this
identity.
highest.
What do you
Yeah.
mean by that? What do you mean by that?
What I just said.
I mean, I don't believe Look, what's your definition of God?
Absolute truth. Supreme being.
Wait, I mean, absolute. Let me just reply. Okay, so God is. Oh, Lael, what's up? Lael is an arch nemesis of mine. How are you, Lael?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic.
Arch nemesis.
Yeah, I used to be on one of the physics servers, and Lael like wouldn't listen to me, just make fun of me. You know, one of those, basically a vegan.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do like vanilla physics.
Wait, Lael, you're Latter Day Saint?
Yep.
Okay, so you're a Christian?
Yes.
Okay, then why were you like such an asshole to me?
How was I that to you?
You don't. What do you mean? You kept making fun of me in front of everyone. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, Leah, do you want to talk about something? Do you want to talk about physics?
Not particularly.
Okay. Anyway, reference point. Let's get back to you. So, okay, what's your definition of God? You said absolute truth.
Yes.
Okay. And then you said something else, but like
Supreme being.
supreme being. Okay, I don't know what. Honestly, I don't know what these words mean. I don't know what is entailed by absolute truth because absolute anything absolute is unattainable. So,
Are you actually sure about that?
no, but that's the definition of absolute.
So if you're not absolutely sure about it, then that means that there's at least one absolute truth that you didn't know.
No, absolute by definition is unattainable. Like we live in a universe in
No.
which okay, so you can attain something in an like what
Here's one. You could say absolute truth with in regards to this. I think, therefore I am. That is an absolute truth. You could doubt it, the absoluteness of the truth and the validity of your experience. Sure. But what you can't deny is that you are experiencing something. And that is absolutely true.
Can you please turn off the live stream? You're causing a lot of echo.
No, you need to mute the stream. You need to you can mute the stream. I'm streaming because sometimes I want to show my desktop. You should be able to click it and mute it. That's what I've been told. Like for me, it doesn't. I don't have an issue.
All right, it's gone.
Okay. So, look, I think therefore I am. To me, is a nonsensical statement. It doesn't mean anything.
You have to use your senses in order to perceive that you're thinking. So if you're not thinking, or you're not apprehending any type of sensory experience, then yes, it would be nonsensical.
I could say.
Wait, can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
Reference point. When you use the word absolute in a religious context, what do you mean by that?
What I mean by absolute, that which cannot be falsified.
That's not a definition of absolute.
Necessary. Logical necessity.
That's
You
not.
put it like that as well.
These are not the definitions of absolute. Absolute, like we live in a universe, like you could argue of everything is within a probability between 0 and 1, but it's never 0 and it's never 1. absolutely false, let's say, is 0, absolutely true is 1, but nothing is ever clearly absolutely true or absolutely false to us. Everything is always within a certain probability. Right? I don't know if right now this universe is real or I'm dreaming it. Maybe I didn't wake up this morning in just a dream. So everything has to be within this.
Whenever you perceive an object, do you utilize your perception in order to perceive that that object's there or not there?
Whenever I perceive, I use my perception. Sure.
Right. And I said any object.
Yeah.
Do you use your perception to understand that that object is there or not there? Would you agree with that?
That's a definition. I use my perception to perceive.
Would you? No. Hold on. There's a bit more to that.
Okay.
Okay. Any object.
Okay. What do you mean?
Do you use your perception?
Yeah. Like the
to
moon.
perceive any object.
I look at the moon.
Hold on. I'm still going.
Okay.
To perceive that that object is there or not there. Would you agree with that?
Let's use examples, because I don't know. Like I can only use examples, right? I have my laptop in front of me. I perceive it, so it's there.
Okay, and you've now negated that it's now not there.
No, it's
in regards to every other place that it could have been. No. You've negated all the other different probabilities in regards to it being not there, and is there in regards to what you're then seeing.
No. There's always.
Why are you disagreeing with reality? Hold on. Why are you disagreeing with reality?
Because there's the possibility.
You're absolutely wrong.
What do you mean? What?
Okay, so when you're looking at any type of object, okay, and you're negating all these other different possibilities of where it could have been.
I'm not.
When it actually is there when you're looking at it.
What do you mean? But I might still be sleeping. This might be a dream.
Okay, so that's just appealing to like some type of solipsism or something.
Sure.
Which is fine. I don't mind that.
Sure, I
actually don't mind that.
But I have to take it. I have to take it into account when you ask me, "Is the laptop really there?" I have to say probably.
Versus not there.
Oh, how does this have to do with veganism being evil?
You're moving away from.
Somebody wants to debate. Wait. Veganism takes precedence. Okay. Sorry, veganism.
Yeah, it's a room owner or whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, veganism takes precedence. Somebody wants to debate veganism? Hello? Did somebody say?
So I think that veganism is not evil, and I think that killing animals is wrong.
Okay.
Why is killing animals wrong?
Have you seen the slaughterhouses? They feed animals garbage. I mean, it's not that eating meat is wrong; it's that the way they do the meat. I mean, I'm all for eating meat. So I like having my bologna sandwiches and my rye bread, and also my beer with my bologna sandwich. But still, the way they
what are you,
do
12 years
it,
old?
it's unethical.
Who eats bologna?
Well, I call it bologna, but it's actually I eat
bologna. What the fuck's wrong with bologna?
I call it bologna, but it's really, I don't know the name of this particular meat. It's similar texture, but it's really good, but it's like a lot of Slavic people eat it.
Okay, comrade Jacob, you were asked, why is killing animals?
No, I asked Lucas why animals is killing.
I mean, there is a ethical way to kill animals.
Comrade Jacob, Comrade Jacob, 1 second. So Lucas, you're vegan?
No. I just said bologna is for 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Didn't you also say that killing animals is wrong?
Wait.
No, that was.
I mean, it's like bologna, but it's not bologna.
Wait 1 second.
Lucas, a lot of people might.
1 second, Jacob. Lucas, are you flat earther?
No, that's just a rule they gave me. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Corey, are you a vegan?
I'm a pescatarian.
Why?
Because I live near the sea. And,
I'm Catholic.
the likelihood that my fish is adulterated versus my cows being adulterated.
You have cows? Corey, we cannot
That's
hear
what I'm
you.
saying. We don't have cows.
Corey, we
We don't
cannot.
have.
Corey, we
How
cannot.
about now? Hey.
You have to turn your mic up.
Still terrible. You're like a mile away from your mic. Okay, Corey.
No,
good enough. All right, let's go back to Jacob.
Picture like-
What? Somebody wants to say something?
So, like I said, I do eat meats, but there's got to be a way that
Hold on,
to like
Jacob, 1 second. Jacob, are you a communist?
Yeah.
Why?
Am I better
Because
now?
communism
No,
is based.
Corey, you're like really far from your mic.
How about now?
It's still ridiculous. Like we.
I'm literally like right in front of my microphone right now.
Maybe it's a little better now.
Because I'm Catholic, I do eat pork. I mean, I'm not Muslim, but I am of
Jacob,
a Semitic
why?
race.
Jacob, why are you communist? Why are you a communist?
Because I'm of a Semitic race, and I am not white enough to be a like any other political ideology.
Wait. What? Why are you a communist?
Because it's because like it's a ideology that fits non-white people like me.
What?
All the non-white.
What are you talking about? What are you
communists.
talking about, Jacob? What are you talking about?
I mean, I have light-colored skin, but I'm not considered white. I'm like Semitic. I'm a Semitic race.
Jacob, why are you a communist? Why do you believe in?
I'm watching
Because I'm a Semitic, and communists
Jacob,
support
hold on.
Semitic people.
Jacob, hold on. Yes, Corey, what's going on?
I'm looking at the stream like it's not low at all. Like it's fairly loud actually.
It's very low. You're by far the quietest.
Maybe right click me. Right click me.
I have you turned up all the way, and I can still barely hear you.
Yeah,
anyways, comrade, what particular policies of communism do you like?
Yes.
Equality, freedom. I mean,
equality. Okay, equality.
Can you give me an example of a communist government that provided freedom?
No, Leia, it's okay. Wait,
tons of them.
Wait, Jacob. So you like equality?
Yeah, like
So
what's wrong with equality? What's wrong with free healthcare?
Let me give you a hypothetical. Let's say there's two guys. One works hard all day, and the other one, every house you give him, he burns it down. So are you still going to give...
I mean, in how China does it, they would...
Jacob,
We're not China.
Jacob, hold on. Jacob, so do you like... You said you like equality. I'm asking you a question, a hypothetical. One guy works hard all day, and the other guy burns down every house you give him. Obviously, it does not work. Would you still give both of them a house? Yes or no?
I don't know, man. You're asking from a capitalist perspective. From my perspective, because I'm considered non-white, everybody in any other side of the political aisle
about? Look, Jacob, come on, Jacob. You're either trolling or this is Jacob. I'm not like, come on. Anyway, I don't know what to say.
I just don't know how to answer that question. I'm just saying because I'm non-white, I'd get enslaved or get killed if I were to be a monarchist, fascist, or any other political ideology.
Jacob, Corey, we cannot hear you. No, Leah, 1 second. Jacob, look, Jacob. I gave you a
Where do you find these guys?
Yeah, Jacob, I gave you.
I just don't know how to answer that.
No, so
I don't know how to answer that. It's a hypothetical.
Wait, Jacob, stop. Look, when you're being asked a question that obviously defeats your proposition, you might as well concede the proposition.
Let me give you a hypothetical next, but if to answer your hypothetical, you give a house to somebody who's not gonna be vindictive and burn their own house to the ground, I guess.
1, 2.
I just don't know how else to answer that question.
You said you're pro equality. I gave you a hypothetical to defeat your
But
equality.
equality doesn't mean everything's the same. Like people, there are people who have different schools.
Jacob, I asked you a simple question. You never answered the question. Would you give both?
Let me answer.
A yes or no. Start with a yes or no. Would you give both a house?
No, I wouldn't give them both a house.
All right, then this
China
defeats.
would.
Stop, China. This defeats your proposition that you like equality because now you're creating a contradiction. Obviously, you don't like equality.
You're using this as a way to like say, haha, I got a gotcha on you.
I'm not
but
trying,
it's
Jacob. I'm not
simplified
Corey,
gotcha.
wait, Jacob.
Gotcha.
Jacob.
But the only reason why I answered the question is so we can move on. Move on.
Jacob, 1 second. Corey, we cannot hear you. You gotta fix your mic.
Yes, you can. I can hear myself very loud on your
Not
own
really.
stream.
You were speaking over Jacob. Both of you were speaking at the same time. So Corey, what do you want to say? And then let me get back to Jacob.
No, well, you said, like, are you for equality? And he's like, of course, type of deal. But like, he's saying an unequal thing
Exactly.
in the context of your question.
Exactly.
So why are you like including race into the simple question?
It doesn't matter.
No, don't
It
get the
doesn't
fucker
matter.
house if he's burned them all down.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look, Jacob, I'm not. This is not. Hold on, Jacob. No, Jacob. No. I wanted to reply to you. So,
Jacob.
Look, Jacob. So I'm. This is not a gotcha. I'm just demonstrating to you that you're contradicting yourself. So you have to do your homework and figure out your position. Your position. 1 second, Corey.
But why did he burn his house to the ground? See, like,
so
it's his own property. He can do what he wants with it. Isn't it like private property? Like people can do what they want with their own property.
I'll give you. I mean,
What if the guy's remodeling? What if he's a renovator?
Let's say he is insane. Let's say he's literally insane. He just burns down everything. If he doesn't burn it down, he starts shaking. He needs to burn everything down to the ground. Every house you'll give him, he'll always burn down to the ground. He's insane. Do you still give him a house or no?
That's not how government subsidized housing works.
No, you gotta
under socialism.
Okay, look, Jacob.
But
Jacob,
that's not how government subsidized housing works.
No. You
Mr.
don't,
Slade, you're
Jacob.
going about
You
this
don't
all
like
wrong.
You're talking about government subsidized housing, but that's not how it works.
Okay, Jacob.
Especially in China and Cuba.
I asked you. You like equality. Would you give both equal?
Yes, I like equality, but you're talking about government subsidized housing, but that's not how it works. You're not going to give
I
a house
did not mention government. I didn't mention subsidized. I didn't mention housing.
You said you.
But you're talking about something similar to subsidized housing, like when the government gives loans to people to get so people can be off the streets and have a house to live.
Jacob, I asked you. We had a simple conversation.
But you're oversimplifying what
I'm
you're
not
doing.
oversimplifying. You're oversimplifying. I demonstrated to you that
I was talking about government subsidized housing and how the government of China gets people off the streets.
Look, Jacob. We didn't discuss China. You said you're a communist. We asked. Lael asked you why. You said you like equality. And I presented to you a hypothetical that demonstrated that you don't like equality. You created a contradiction with an internal contradiction.
How does that contradict equality? Equality means for the justice system, everybody gets fair treatments regardless of what class they are. It's like equality
that's not equality. Justice. No, justice.
Because we have an unfair justice system. Rich people can bribe the judges in our system.
Okay, Jacob, you're taking over the mic. Look, Jacob, um, you said you like
Did you
equality.
hire him?
Equality creates a contradiction, and you contradicted yourself because you. Oh, I don't even remember if you answered the question. So anyway, okay, we're done. Anyway, Corey, what do you want to say?
Wait, I got a question for comrade. You skipped right over me, and I was trying to
I'm
ask him a
sorry.
question. You moved
He
away.
hasn't answered one.
Hey, comrade, can you give me any communist policy that happened in the last 100 years by a communist dictator that provides the most freedom to people?
Well, look at China. People in China are
No, give me a
allowed to
policy
go
and tell me
anywhere
how it
without
provides freedom.
restriction. They can
Give me
go
a specific policy. I asked you, wait, comrade. I want a specific policy, and then I want you to describe how that provides the most freedom to people.
one of the policies that in China, for China, for example, one of the policies is they have is freedom of transportation. People have a variety options of transportation they can use. They don't have to be stuck driving a car for 8 or 10 hours a day. They can take a bullet train to go anywhere around the province, and they can
And
get there in
can
less
you give
than
me the
10 minutes.
specific? Can you link me to the specific policy? Because you're just stating pretty general things. Like I can go get on a bullet train. Does the
so
government?
like, well, what policy do you want in particular? Like an amendment, a constitution? You wanting if China has a constitution?
No, I want the specific policy related by their transportation department telling me this, how you're interpreting it.
So you want like transportation policy? Like, what are you looking for? Rules like no sneezing, no smoking, no drugs on the transit, or what policy in particular? Like, where do you want to go in China? You want
Like
to go to Beijing? You want to
you
go to Hong
specifically
Kong?
brought up traveling 8 hours a day. Show me any policy that says the bullet trains are government owned or provided by the government so that you don't have to drive 8 hours a day.
Okay.
And plus, I don't know any worker that drives 8 hours every day to go to work.
All right, so I'll give you links to transportation policies.
I'm sorry for interrupting you guys. I don't see the point of this discussion. Why are we discussing China? Like, we can discuss.
He brought up China. He brought up
No, no,
China
no,
because I
no.
said,
He
Because
cannot.
China is a
No, no,
popular socialist
no,
country,
no,
and
no,
it's getting
no. We're not gonna bring up China. We can discuss. I mean, wait, Leil, wait, Corey, I'm sorry, comrade, I'm sorry for muting you, but you gotta stop. When I ask you to stop, you gotta stop. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to mute you. Wait, Leil, you asked. I wasn't following. I was texting. So, Leil, you asked Comrade Jacob for an example of a government that is communist. Why did he bring up?
no. I asked for a specific policy
Mhm.
made by a communist government that provides the most freedom to people.
Oh, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't ask questions like he has in his profile. He
Why?
says. I mean, he says. I'm reading from his profile. He talks about Marxism and communism. So socialism. So we can discuss what he says. I don't see the point. And anyway, and then he brings up China, 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 China. China, as far as I know, is not practicing Marxism or communism or socialism, except
All right,
for
I'll be more specific with my question then.
okay.
Give me an example of a Marxist policy that provides the most freedom to people.
I wouldn't even ask for that. I mean, why do you like you? We can discuss Marx. We can discuss his book. Marx, Marxism and Marx is I mean some of his ideas are, nice. We can
He's a
discuss
fucking
them.
retard.
Who's a
He's a
retard?
fucking retard.
Who is?
Marx.
Uh,
Nothing about Marx's
Whether
life
he's a
was
retard or
intelligent.
not, that's not the point. I want Comrade to give me an example of a Marxist policy that provides the most freedom to people.
why do you want something like that? That doesn't make any sense.
Because I don't think like he espouses all these things, but I don't think he's actually read and done any research on any policy that provides
No.
freedom to people.
What do you mean? He said that we asked him, why do you like communism? He says, because of equality. And then he created a contradiction.
And freedom.
He said freedom. He
And
said
freedom.
freedom and equality.
Freedom? He likes communism because it gives free. So I wouldn't go into an example. Like you need. I always try to create a contradiction in terms. Like show me a contradiction between socialism and freedom. I can show you how socialism. Basically, the example of the two houses that shows you.
Any better?
That shows you that you. Yeah, it's a little better. That shows you the contradiction between, right? You cannot have equality, but now you're hot micing, Corey.
Yep. I'm trying to fix everything. Sorry,
Okay.
brother.
So you can demonstrate the contradiction between equality and freedom, right? So if you have
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with veganism being evil.
Okay.
That's what the channel's called.
Okay, who wants to debate? But you're not a vegan, Jacob. So what's the point? Like the point is to debate a vegan.
Well, we can still talk about veganism. We can still
No.
talk about why.
No, we debate in this room. I debate, and in order to debate, you need to believe.
So, I want to debate. What are we talking about? Veganism?
Again, you're
For real
quiet,
this time?
Corey. Corey, you got to fix your mic. Like,
Fuck,
this is gonna be
So
impossible.
what if I can be a vegan for the debate?
No, that's
Just
called lying. I don't debate liars. So you got to be honest.
lying. I don't debate liars, so you gotta be honest.
I like pork.
Corey,
I
you're
eat a lot
hot
of
micing
pig.
like crazy. Okay, Lucas, what's your position? Lucas has
if the
Gravenson.
if
Yes,
the
Lucas.
claim is vegan, is it vegans are evil or veganism is evil?
Both is true.
And like, what would you define as veganism?
Someone who identifies as a vegan.
Ooh, that's problematic for me.
That's kind of vague. Like,
yeah.
Ooh,
like
that's
to say I
problematic.
identify as a TV,
Can you
that
just
doesn't
say
tell
what
you
you
what a
fucking
TV is.
disagree with? Holy shit. I'm gonna fucking rape you. Like, seriously. Fuck.
Falstaff, you still
What's
upset
the
from
kid?
yesterday?
So what do you
That's
think?
so
Can you define a woman?
problematic. I'm
Okay, can
crawling
you
in my
define?
skin.
All right,
Oh,
Falstaff,
that
can you?
seems so
Falstaff, shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up. Holy fuck, what are you doing? I'm talking to Mr. Slave, you fucking piece of shit.
You're so problematic.
Corey,
Can you
you're
mute this guy?
hot micing
I'm trying
the
to actually have
room.
I'm actually trying to have a conversation here. This guy's literally just spurging out because
No,
I
you're
said
not. You just
problematic.
said it's problematic.
Shut
and
the
shut
fuck
up.
up, you stupid cunt.
You stupid.
You autistic piece of shit. Get a
I want to
fucking.
hear from the Nazi vegan.
Nobody wants
Make
to
an
fucking hear
argument.
from. Okay, I'm trying to. What the fuck do you think I'm
Stop
doing?
having a fucking panic attack, but chill.
Literally, shut the fuck up.
Corey, you gotta fix your mic and you're hot micing.
My
You're
shit's
both.
fixed. It's number one.
Yeah, Corey, you're.
Let Lucas talk. I mean, I want to here's a vegan fascist take.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jacob.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, like, do you think a woman is someone who identifies as a woman then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Obviously not.
Why not?
All right, well, that's mental.
What do you
'Cause,
mean?
Like, words have definitions. Words have definitions, right? They're not just like you can claim whatever you want to be because you feel like it, right? Like, no,
Look,
you're not that. Because there's
identify,
actually,
what do you mean?
no, there's conditions. There's conditions that make you like categorized as a certain thing, right? Like there's conditions that you have to meet to be a thing.
If a person identifies as a woman, I treat them as a woman. What do you want me to do? Treat them as a man? hurt their feelings. I'm not that.
What do you mean treat them as? No, they're just not a woman. Like that
That's
just means
that.
nothing is a woman. That means anything can be a woman.
Yes, anything can be a woman. Sure, you could take a doll, right, and treat it as a woman. There's actually people who have sex
But it's a
dolls.
doll. It's not a woman because a
But they
woman is an
treat
adult human
fine.
female.
But they
No. Hold on. An adult human female is a woman.
fine. But also you can say I have a woman. My woman is a doll. It's a sex doll. That's my woman. You could say that. Or you could say I know I have a friend and he transitioned into a woman. Now he is or she is a woman. I treat her as a woman. What's the issue? I don't see an issue
The
with that.
definition is the issue. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a call, my bad.
Oh. Okay, Felstuff, do you want wait, Bob? What's up, Bob?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, I remember you. I remember you're the bat. But have we ever spoken before?
I don't know. I haven't seen you in my other. Hold up, I have to mute this thing.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in my other Discord, so I don't know
Hey,
really.
So, what are you? Who's in?
In what stance?
Who's in your? Who's
He's
in
human. He identifies as human.
the? Dude, who's in the pictures that you're holding? Who are these people?
That's me.
That's all the pictures is you. You're holding pictures of you. That's funny.
Yeah. What am I supposed to hold a picture of?
I'm
Trump?
just.
Obama?
It's whatever.
Yeah.
Why?
Like-
It says you're offline. Bob, it says you're offline. I'm hovering over your picture and it says offline. Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay. Now you have a phone call. Is everyone getting phone calls now? What's going on? Okay, PWD, I'm gonna unmute you.
Is this okay? Can I talk or not? Like, is this good?
It's still low. It's very low, but you can give it a shot. What do you want to talk about?
Honestly, I just wanted to kind of get in on something that you guys were already discussing. What I just got my headphones in, so what you got for me?
It's whatever you want. It's anything you want. We can discuss anything. Are you a vegan?
You want to debate me?
Who?
What do you think about? Oh, I see what happened here. Gotcha.
Hey Corey, just don't say anything dumb that's like humiliating, though. Okay, man. Like you can bring up a topic of interest, but if it's stupid, people are just going to tear into you, man.
That's not true.
So, what, like, how about this? What would you consider like dumb? Like screaming
No,
at
don't
the
listen.
microphone? Like,
Don't listen. Don't listen to PWD. Just it's whatever you want. What do you want to? Corey, do you? Have
Hey, Mr. Slave, do you want me to call Jack Angstrike in here to give you a thorough browbeating again, like last time? I don't think so, man.
Jack Elmstrike.
You don't,
fuck
dude.
did you
You
call
don't want to know. You don't want to know Jack Angstrike, man.
Who? Moxie? Are you talking about Moxie?
What? You don't know who Jack Angstrike is?
No.
What?
This is cute
I
friend
hate.
girl.
I hate this fucking brown retard. Mr. Slave, you suck, man.
Thank
you just
you.
suck.
All right. That's good. Well,
Who are we talking about?
Friends with women.
I don't know.
So I wanted to debate trans women, like talk about why I think trans women are hot.
Oh my god,
Bro, you will never get pussy, dude. You don't get pussy with that kind of.
Oh my god,
Alright,
That's just
PWD.
not.
get
No.
pussy.
So, how about this? What is your opinions on?
Corey, if you say something stupid, I'm gonna call Jack
Shut the
Angstrike.
fuck up.
Dude,
I
he's
don't know
gonna
who Jack
eviscerate
Okay,
you, man.
PWD, come on, let people talk. I'm gonna go soon,
back.
so we don't have much time left.
Wait, who is Jack?
You're gonna go
Angstock,
soon,
though?
Mr. Slave? The
Yeah,
fuck?
I gotta go eat, and then I'll come back later. And
there's
I
a
want
trans
to
woman.
know.
Well, what the
I
fuck
want to
are
know
we
who Jack
doing then? Why are we even
Angston
starting a
is.
debate?
okay, Corey, we can
Let's
barely
talk about
hear
trans
you.
women. Trans
I
women
know,
be
cause this motherfucker's so goddamn loud.
No, that's not the reason. We can barely hear you. Everyone can talk over you. Like, you gotta fix your life.
Yeah, probably so. I'll be right
Your
back.
life?
Your entire life.
I'll get to work
Stupid.
soon. Hold on.
I fucking hate this fucking packy retard so much.
Okay, Tower, what's up? What do you want to talk about?
What's up, big dog?
What do you want to talk about?
What's up, dog? Nothing,
trans
bro.
women.
I want to talk about
I'm
Fortnite.
just as
I want
Let's
to
talk
talk
about
about
trans
Fortnite.
women.
Ooh, let's talk
Wait,
about Fortnite.
wait,
This is
Tower,
cool,
are you
bro.
tall? Are you
What,
like
what,
6'2"?
what e-girls.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm 6'1".
E-girls.
6'1", that's awesome. Okay,
Yeah, I'm a chud.
you're a chud. That's
Some
good.
Order 69 right about now.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just a
Order
I would
stupid
like,
chud. I'm a worthless,
I would like to see
stupid
some
chud.
Order 69.
Jacob, you're funny. That's actually funny.
Order,
I never thought of that. Order 69. Oh my god. Order 69 is
I
actually
give Order 69.
like when the
It's
Emperor
Star
gave
Wars
Order
me.
69, Jesus Christ, he told all his soldiers to
Or
do
yeah,
69. Initiate 69 on each
execute
other. Oh my god.
execute order 88.
What's 88?
Wouldn't you like to know, letter boy?
Letter boy? Oh my god. All right. I'm almost out of time. So, last call. Felsteph, what do you want to talk about? Felsteph, you want to later do some AI, or are you done AI for the year?
That shit
Yeah,
you were
Trick,
doing
what are
was
you thinking,
fucked,
man?
bro. That's like, I don't. It's not fucked, but it's just stupid. Like,
I
why?
almost got a brain aneurysm from you yesterday. I was so upset when you left. I was about to kill myself.
I had social obligations to fulfill. So
No, I'm
it was-
saying while talking to you doing the AI stuff, I mean, you drove me insane. I've never felt
you
so
weren't
upset.
answering the right question. It didn't make sense.
I'm
Why
sorry.
train a model
I'm
and then
s-
not save it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but the conversation with you was unbearable. I was literally getting a stroke. I could feel the incoming stroke happening in my brain.
You conceded to me though. You conceded, so I did
I'll
win.
do anything. I'll do anything in order not to repeat yesterday. Whatever you want me to concede, schmincede, whatever you want, I'll say. Whatever you want. Just
Why do you say Schmin? You say Schmin, and it kind of makes me like feel like you're Jewy, like you're kind of acting like a Jew when you
I'm
say
Yeah, he is a
sorry.
cuck.
Schmin.
I'm sorry.
When you like replace like the regular verbiage with like sh, makes
I'm
it kind of sounds
sorry.
Jewy.
I'm sorry.
You know, like
I'll
like
try.
Shmuel,
I'll try to be more of a
Shmuely or
Jew
whatever.
hater. I'll try to do.
Yeah, man, Trick, what do you got something on your chest, man? Let's address it.
What? Trick? Who's Trick?
Trick.
Well, I am Semitic, so I'm part
Dude,
Jewish.
Okay,
Hey,
Jacob.
Trick, what's up, man?
Who's Trick? Who are you referencing? What's a trick?
Yeah.
Dude, Trick Cobson. What's up, man?
I'm part Jewish and part Palestinian. I'm a
Oh, is this
duality.
supposed to be okay? I see. Now that was very
What's up, Trick?
cryptic at first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So it's
trying to
like,
keep it low key.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry,
Corey.
Trick. I'm trying to keep it low key.
How are we doing now?
No, it's as terrible as always, Corey. Fix your mic. Fix your
How
issues.
come?
Hey,
how-
man, Corey, I'm
Listen,
just gonna
wait,
tell you
wait,
something right now.
How come
Threshold.
when I'm on your stream though, like on YouTube, when I'm hearing myself, it's very loud.
No, it's not.
This is on
Definitely
YouTube.
loud enough for you to hear me
I'm
very
on
clearly.
YouTube.
It's not.
Hey, you know
Hello,
what,
my
Trick?
dead mother. This is on
Definitely
YouTube.
loud
Trick, I'm
enough for
gonna
you
send
to
you a
hear
lot
me.
of
I'm on
grief, man. No one in
YouTube.
the server likes
not.
you.
Hey,
You know
hello,
what,
my
Trick?
dead
Stop.
mother.
Well, unfortunately, that's why we're here to debate because your opinions typically are like vice versa, right?
Wait,
Who doesn't
Corey,
like
what
me?
do you want to debate?
I don't. Well, I want to debate who doesn't like me first off.
He wants to ask you a question.
Yeah, what's the
I'm
Just answer the
listening.
question.
Yeah, answer the question. Who doesn't like me?
What? Nobody doesn't like you. What are you talking about?
Does your mom?
You're clearly not capable of hearing then, yeah? Like hearing like someone else. I don't know who.
I can hear Corey. Corey sounds fine in my end.
Comrade thinks I sound fine on his end.
Holy shit.
So Corey, you want to ask me a question?
Yeah, how come you can hear me but no one else can?
Everybody, I
That's
think
because
your audio is
everyone turned you down.
your audio is a little better now. Anyway, Corey, what do you want to talk about before I leave? Because I'm beginning to become starvational, individualistic, personalizationistic.
Nah, I'm good, dude.
Corey doesn't get to decide that.
If you're about to
Corey.
leave, was this about like the corporal punishment? Is that what it was? PWD?
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
Corey's
Okay,
gonna get some orders.
okay. Is anyone
Well, no,
here?
I wanna
Anyone
know-
here flat earther? Anyone here?
Nope. I don't think anyone believes
Anyone
in
here?
flat Earth.
Okay. Anyone here 9/11 truther? Anyone here?
I think 9/11 is started by Israel and Zionism
Okay,
just to
Jake.
go to war with the Middle East.
Oh my God, Jacob.
So true.
Wait, who
Oh
said
my
true?
God,
Wait,
Jacob.
who said true? Felstaff?
Jacob.
Okay, Felstaff hates Jews. We know that. Okay,